the basic war aims seem to have been met. The only war aim that is still extant is the disarming of Hamas and its expulsion from Hamas, so that the grandiose plan of building a Riviera, a real estate Riviera in Gaza, that Donald Trump hopes to execute through his son, I'm not sure how much that will fructify. There could be still many slips between the cup and the lip in Gaza.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला। MDH।
भारत की अपनी दुकान, इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना,
इंडिया सोना।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरे राजा।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
Mahagathbandhan announces Tejaswi as Chief Minister's face. Rahul missing from posters and press conference. NDA versus Indi face-off. Will Chief Minister face decide the polls? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरे राजा।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Bliss. It dances on your skin like first rain. Experience bliss in all its forms with Hindware. Hindware, designed for bliss.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
The highly anticipated summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin in Budapest has been abruptly
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Thank you for joining us on This Is Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 30 minutes, we come to you with three big stories on This Is Exclusive. Three big stories setting the agenda this Thursday evening. Let's start with the headlines first up. The Bihar battle is locked. Faces final. It will be Tejaswi versus Nitish Kumar. Ticket for sale charge in the Congress party, new controversy. Story breaking on This Is Exclusive. The man claiming tickets are being sold joins us live. Lashkar-e-Toiba Hafiz Saeed preparing women bombers, women battalion, launching Jihad modules for 500 rupees. Getting very, 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 very desperate in Pakistan. Mehul Choksi in complete panic as Republic breaks the details of how India is prepared and fighting the extradition battle to bring him back. He's panicking. He's moved to the Supreme Court in Belgium. Ladies and gentlemen, just this morning you had the Congress party on stage with Tejaswi Yadav claiming all is well. One of the leading questions that the Congress party has faced, along with the RJD of course and the other smaller allies, has been on the seat sharing and the distribution. They claimed all is well, they said they are united, but within the Congress party there is a huge rumbling. They claimed tickets were sold. There was a dramatic face-off between a ticket aspirant and the man leading the Congress charge, the brains behind the Congress module there in Bihar. His name is Krishna Allavaru. Here's a dramatic sequence, and this is a 3 to 4 minute sequence of that exchange of words where he alleged ticket sale. Listen to this, and he speaks to Republic after that. This is what happened in Patna.
आपने गलत किया ये गलत हुआ। संघ के लोगों का आपने टिकट किया है बुला करके, ये गलत हुआ। बिहार कांग्रेस में दलित की बात की, हिस्सेदारी की बात की और सब संघ के लोगों को तुरंत टिकट ज्वाइन करा करके आपने टिकट किया है। ये गलत है, इसका हम लोग विरोध करेंगे। ये गलत हुआ है, लोकतंत्र की हत्या आप लोगों ने की है। बिहार कांग्रेस में हम लोगों ने पूरा अपना जी जान लगाया है, पूरा जी जान लगा के नैरेटिव बनाने की कोशिश की, लेकिन जो राहुल जिस मशाल को लेके आगे चले हैं उसको ध्वस्त करने का काम किया गया। तो हम लोग विरोध में हैं, पार्टी से निष्कासित कीजिए, जो कीजिए वो आपका आउटलुक है, लेकिन आपने गलत किया है, इसलिए हम लोग का नारा है टिकट चोर। टिकट चोर कह रहे हैं आप? बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल, क्योंकि जो वादा किया गया था बिहार में, जो वादा किया गया था, किस तरह से वादा संख्या के अनुपात से जो हिस्सेदारी देने की बात कही गई थी, उसको बिहार कांग्रेस के इन दलालों ने ध्वस्त किया है। इसलिए इनका विरोध पूरे बिहार में हम लोग करेंगे। और बिहार का दलित, बिहार का अनुसूचित जाति इसके विरोध में है। पूरे बिहार में 19% जो है अनुसूचित जाति की संख्या है, लेकिन मात्र 2 पासवानों को वोट सीट दिया गया। रविदास समाज को 6 सीट दिया गया। रजक समाज जिसका 2% से भी कम वोट आबादी है, उसको 2 सीट दिया गया। संघ के लोगों को
So the man you saw there making that allegation, ticket for sale allegation, his name is Aditya Paswan. He claims the ticket was due to him but was then sold. He spoke to Republic, making some very serious allegations, including claiming that his own party, the Congress, which of course is ideologically against the RSS. He says RSS members were given tickets by the Congress. As outrageous as that sounds, here's what he said in his own words.
देखिए, ये बिहार की धरती है। कृष्णा अल्लावरू को शायद ये समझ नहीं आया कि महात्मा गांधी की कर्म भूमि है ये, और जेपी डॉक्टर राजेंद्र प्रसाद की धरती है ये, और क्रांति यहाँ से शुरू होती है। तो हम क्रांतिकारी लोग हैं, और जिस हिसाब से हम तो राहुल गांधी जी के फैन हैं। राहुल गांधी जी जो संख्या के अनुपात से हिस्सेदारी की बात जो कर रहे हैं, वो मशाल जो लेकर निकले हैं पूरे देश में, हम उनके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिला करके आगे बढ़ रहे थे। लेकिन ये इस तरह से जब उसको अमली जामा पहनाने का समय आया, जब चुनाव में हम लोग गए और बिहार में महागठबंधन की स्थिति जब अच्छी थी, तो इस तरह से टिकट वितरण में सौदेबाजी और पैसे का जो खेल हुआ, इसका हम विरोध कर रहे हैं। तो
आपको लगता है कि सौदेबाजी हुई है?
100% कहीं से कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, और संघ का एजेंडा जो है इन्होंने यहाँ पे लागू करने अल्लावरू ने, शकील खान ने, सुशील पासी ने, देवेंद्र यादव ने,
राजेश राम,
शहनवाज आलम। राजेश राम जी की तो बात छोड़िए, जब जब बिहार कांग्रेस में अध्यक्ष की चर्चा होगी तो ऐतिहासिक कमजोर अध्यक्ष के रूप में राजेश राम जी को याद
ऐतिहासिक
कमजोर अध्यक्ष के रूप में राजेश राम जी को याद किया जाएगा। ऐसे कोई दबाव में आके काम करता है, अगर आपको काम नहीं करने दिया जा रहा है, कहते हैं कि मुझे काम करने नहीं दिया जा रहा है, तो इस्तीफा दीजिए इस्तीफा। ऐसे पद की क्या जरूरत है कि जिसमें आपकी मान प्रतिष्ठा नहीं रहे। ऐसा पद को हम थूकते हैं, लात मारते हैं जहां मान प्रतिष्ठा नहीं है। तो उनकी भी सहमति इसमें है। मिल करके इन लोगों ने टिकट बेचने का काम किया है। नौतन में संघ के आदमी को दिया, नालंदा में संघ के आदमी को दिया, बतनाहा में, उसके बाद बनमनकी में आयातित कैंडिडेट दिया इन्होंने, सोनबरसा में, फारबिसगंज में, सुपौल में, पटना साहिब में, कुमरार में, ये पूरा बिहार में लोग सौदेबाजी।
राहुल गांधी को ये बात कैसे नहीं पता चल रही? मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, आनंद माधव ने जब प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी, मैं गया था उसमें कवर करने के लिए, इसी मौर्य होटल में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी, मैं आया था। इतने दिन की बात है, मतलब आज से 4-5 दिन पहले आनंद माधव ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी। उन्होंने अपने पद से इस्तीफा भी दिया था, वो कांग्रेस में है, और अब तक विरोध इसका। आपको नहीं लगता कि राहुल गांधी इसको इग्नोर कर रहे हैं जानबूझ के?
नहीं, तो इसको अगर ऐसी बात है तो मेरा अनुरोध है आपके माध्यम से राहुल गांधी जी से कि इसको इग्नोर नहीं कीजिए। और मैंने अब उस वक्त भी कहा है, सबके सामने कहा कि इसको संज्ञान लीजिए, और अगर यहाँ पे गलती हुई है तो इसको ठीक करने का काम राहुल गांधी जी ही कर सकते हैं।
क्योंकि मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस के बाद बाकी कुछ लोगों के पास फोन आने लगे थे कि यहाँ कौन कौन शामिल है बताइए। जब खबर यहाँ तक पहुंच गई है, राजेश राम तक पहुंच गई है, अल्लावरू तक पहुंच गई है, तो जाहिर सी बात है कि राहुल गांधी तक भी पहुंची होगी।
बिल्कुल पहुंची होगी, और मैं आपके माध्यम से फिर रिपीट करता हूं कि ये उनका कर्तव्य है कि जिस कर्तव्य पथ पे आप बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर के विचारों को आत्मसात करके संघर्ष से जो संख्या के हिसाब से हिस्सेदारी की बात कर रहे हैं, अगर उसको सही में आपको अमली जामा पहनाना है तो आपको बिहार में ये जो सौदेबाजी हुई है इसको रोकना पड़ेगा, और इसकी ये त्रुटि जो हुई है इसको ठीक करना होगा।
आखिरी सवाल, आप किस क्षेत्र से आते हैं?
मैं बिहार से आता हूं।
किस क्षेत्र से टिकट?
महत्व नहीं रखता है कि मुझे टिकट मिला या नहीं मिला, हम बिहार के लोग हैं।
आप इस पूरी व्यवस्था,
मैं दलित समाज की बात करता हूं, पिछड़े अति पिछड़ों की बात करता हूं, और अगर व्यवस्था में गलत होगा तो उसके विरोध में मशाल लेके हम लोग।
मैंने विरोध देखा कि आपने कृष्णा अल्लावरू को यहीं पकड़ लिया था, सामने ही धर लिया था,
और वो तेवर जो है वो मेंटेन रहेगा जब तक ये सुधार नहीं होगा। कोई ताकत नहीं है जो रोक सके और दबा सके।
Ladies and gentlemen, this is exclusive. Last evening we brought you details of a Lashkar module where they were training women, Lashkar like Jaish-e-Mohammed, training women. They are preparing a women's battalion, and we have accessed another video from Mirpur in Pakistan right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get you that video. Exclusive details. A second video that is now emerging. After Jaish Women's Brigade, Lashkar's Women Battalion also rising. Look at that. They're getting extremely desperate after Operation Sindoor. Exclusive videos from Pakistan of women being trained by Lashkar. And we are hearing that they are charging only 500 rupees. Pay 500 rupees and join the jihad being waged by Lashkar-e-Toiba, Jaish-e-Mohammed. That was a poster on the left of your screen. That is a poster of the Jaish-e-Mohammed. It's going viral across Pakistan. They are pushing it out, asking people to pay 500 rupees because they are broke. Their headquarters smashed. They don't have money. They're trying to raise money by asking people to pay 500 rupees each. And then just pay 500 and join the terror group. This is insane what is happening in Pakistan, and that's a video that is emerged on the right of your screen. After Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba also doing the same. We saw some videos of jihad being taught at some of these places in Mirpur. I think this specific video was from Mirpur. Gursimran joining us with the details. Gursimran, tell us more.
Yes, Niranjan, this video is from the Mirpur, from Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. There have been such 4 recruitment rallies that have been actually headed by Uma Abbas, who happens to be the leader of the women wing, that is Jammu Kashmir United Movement, which is the political wing, and also the women wing of this is a women wing of Lashkar-e-Toiba that is now holding the recruitment rallies. Now it's in the last fortnight we are told that they have held such 4 rallies, all of them held in Mirpur. So they are starting once again from where they left, that is from the Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. They are trying to radicalize the women, and in this video, you will see that this Uma Abbas, who happens to be their leader, she is holding the class, she is chairing the class, and rest other local women from the area of Mirpur, they have gathered here. What they are speaking of, that is what we have been told, that they were actually praising Shodas, which they call the martyrs of the Kashmir, trying to praise the terrorists that have been killed on this side of the line of control after they infiltrated into the Indian territory. So it is a glorification of terrorists that they have been doing during these recruitment camps. This is one such video that has been recorded. But what we are being told that this is almost happening twice a week, because in the fortnight, 4 such recruitment rallies, or the camps you can say, that have taken place in Mirpur. So once again, Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir is becoming the breeding ground for the recruitment of Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists. But this time, it is altogether a different reason, being that the women terrorists are being enrolled into the terror ranks by the terror group, because they have seen what has happened to the male members. Now they are trying to play another trick by recruiting the female bombers or the female terrorists into their squad. This has happened in the past, but that time it was only the overground workers that were recruited by the various terror groups sitting in Pakistan, and they recruited female overground workers on this side of the land, that is in Kashmir Valley. But this time their modus operandi has changed completely, and now they have gone full throttle for recruitment of female terrorists from Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, because this time the videos have surfaced from Mirpur.
I'd like to go full frame to that video once before I go across to the next story. Let's go full frame to the video that came in from Mirpur, Pakistan. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, many such videos, exclusive video by the way, many such videos are doing the rounds. But this has been verified by our reporter and our teams, confirming that this happened in Mirpur, Pakistan, where, like the Jaish-e-Mohammed, a terror group that was obliterated by India and our armed forces in Operation Sindoor. Similarly, Lashkar-e-Toiba, which was also obliterated by the Indian armed forces in Operation Sindoor, both of which have been forced to move their base from POK to different parts of Pakistan, closer to the Afghanistan border. They are now running helter-skelter, cadres refusing to join them, and they are being forced to even ask women to join their battalion. Teaching jihad to women and children, that's what they do, that's what they're good at, and they're charging 500 rupees for it. So you can become a jihadi, you can become a terrorist by just paying 500 rupees and joining the Lashkar-e-Toiba in case you're living in Pakistan. That's the reality of Pakistan. Let's go across to the next breaking story coming in on Republic right now. Thank you for that, Gursimran. Ladies and gentlemen, Republic TV brought you details of Mehul Choksi, the fugitive who owes India millions. And he ran away from India with Nirav Modi. And he's going to be extradited soon. Republic broke details of what the court in Antwerp said in response to Republic's questionnaire on Mehul Choksi's extradition, saying that there is nothing that can stop Mehul Choksi's extradition. And Ridhamanand Bharadwaj, my colleague and executive editor, Legal Affairs, also broke details of the pictures that were shared by India with the Belgium court on how well prepared we are to receive Mehul Choksi. Arthur Road Jail, barrack number 12, could be Mehul Choksi's latest address. And after those details, 24 hours after we broke those details and those beautiful pictures of where Mehul Choksi could be getting the biggest real estate in Mumbai, that's how big his cell is going to be. The Belgium court has been highly impressed, but Mehul Choksi is in panic. He's going to move the Supreme Court. Will that work? Ridhamanand Bharadwaj joining us on the details. Ridham, will that work?
Niranjan, you're absolutely right. Mehul Choksi has panicked. in prison now in Belgium. He's made several claims, and what is so ironic is it is the fugitive diamond trader's own petition before the Belgium courts. He tried to say that the Indian prisons are not good. The Indian authorities came back to the Belgium courts and said, take a look. In one day, they came back with these pictures that are recently shot and said, take a look. We, in fact, have shot these pictures to show that the Indian prisons are fine. Barrack number 12 is ready as the most VVIP jail for Mehul Choksi. He then said, I was kidnapped. The Belgian authorities, the Court of Appeals in Antwerp, where Republic TV had been and seen those visuals, clearly said that there is no evidence to prove that you were kidnapped. He then, being lodged in a Belgian prison, lodged several multiple bail pleas, which were rejected on grounds that it is he who posed a flight risk. The last time when in a world exclusive Republic TV had spoken with him, he had tried to say he's unhealthy when he was in Antigua. He had tried to say that he would be honey trapped. Now we are coming to know in 15 days' time, he's going to be filing a plea before the Belgian Supreme Court, trying to say he should not be extradited back to India. What is so ironic is India now has an extradition treaty with Belgium, but it is on Mehul Choksi's own plea that the Court of Appeals has given this judgment, which is approved Choksi's extradition to India and ruled that his arrest by Belgian police earlier this year was valid. It is this 66-year-old man arrested by the Antwerp police on 11th of April following a formal request from the Indian authorities. Being lodged in jail, it's very, very clear, wanted for that 13,815 crore Punjab National Bank fraud case orchestrated in collusion with Nirav, who's also in a London prison. This man will have to now give out details about what really happened and where all that money is gone. According to the court's order, like we said, he's not a Belgian citizen, he's a foreign national. He will have to prove before the Supreme Court in Belgium as to why this order needs to be revoked or gone against or reappealed against. The offenses that India cited against him, Niranjan, and now he will have to try and go against them, included fraud, forgery, document falsification, and corruption. What is very critical to mention here, Niranjan, is these are also crimes under the Belgian law. So the cases that have been registered in India under the Indian Penal Code and Prevention of Corruption Act are also these are also known to be crimes under the Belgian law, which is very critical. And that's one of the reasons as to how we've been able to secure his extradition back to India and the approval of the court. Now, I have to say right now, his extradition is still something we are looking at. The court, however, has noted Choksi's role in these offenses involves a participation in a criminal gang, fraud, corruption, the use of forged documents, and it's clarified that these charges from India have in a lot of way been recognized as crimes under Belgian law. His arguments that Indian judiciary lacks independence, that there is media coverage would prevent a fair trial, has not gone down well in the Belgian courts. So Mehul Choksi will have to try another game plan in the next 15 days to try and see whether the Belgian Supreme Court will help him. We're going to try and see what he tries to appeal before the Belgian Supreme Court, because what he tried to say before the Court of Appeals has not gone down well. Barrack number 12, Mumbai's Arthur Road Jail, going to be his new residence. 46 square meter area, 2 cells, private toilet is all that he needs, which is freshly ventilated, a clear structure. The Indian authorities say we are welcoming Mehul Choksi with open arms. This is where he should be staying.
Okay, one short question. What is happening with Nirav Modi? Because he made a comment in court that there are some sensational developments expected in November. So is something happening towards bringing all of them back to India, including Nirav Modi, Mehul Choksi? In your view, Rhythm, where is this going?
Well, Nirav Modi has been launched. His case was fought in the same place where the Vijay Mallya case had been fought. He's been in prison. He's tried to say he's depressed, and that's one of the reasons that he will not be brought back to India. That's one of the things he said. Yes, he's been in prison for over 6 years in the United Kingdom, and he says there are going to be lots of things on fraud and money laundering once there's a hearing in the case. But these are just words that this 54-year-old has said before the High Court Judge Simon Tinkler at the Royal Courts of Justice in London. Niranjan, this is more bravado, false bravado rather than anything, because this is a debt that he needs to pay off. Remember, his case is a £8 million pound unpaid bank debt. So the judge had turned down his application for a stay on the proceedings on technical grounds. I remember medical technical grounds is also what Vijay Mallya had taken on earlier, and now a trial is scheduled from next year in Jan. He's going to try and say that there are sensational words that I want to say. He's going to talk about extradition, but these are only newer words. The fact of the matter is that just like Mehul Choksi, his uncle, he also is going to face a trial in the extradition proceedings, and that also the UK Crown's prosecution service, just like in the Vijay Mallya case, has launched an application to reopen his extradition appeal. The Indian authorities submit their response ahead of a hearing that's expected towards the end of November.
Thank you for that, Rhythm. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one channel that will keep you ahead on the Indian fugitives who will be brought back, who will be extradited, that's going to be Republic. Because Rhythm Anand Bharadwaj is the only reporter who confronted Vijay Mallya in court. Shravan Sen stung Nirav Modi and family, and Republic team followed him to Antigua and Barbuda as well. So we will be right on top of that story, and we will keep you ahead. And finally, before we end the show, just a small announcement. There are voices that rise above argument, voices that define different eras, shape thought, and uphold the idea of justice. And very few have done that with the grace and authority like that of Padma Bhushan Harish Salve. On the next episode of Legends, which is being recorded this week, we revisit his extraordinary journey from the courtrooms that made history to the causes that defined a generation. A story of brilliance, belief, and the unyielding spirit of justice. Legends featuring Harish Salve, a voice of justice, live and exclusive this weekend on the Republic Media Network campus. Unmissable. Thanks for watching. This is exclusive.
Bihar paves way for nationwide SIR. PCI finalizes nationwide rollout of SIR. Why opposition is worried about nationwide SIR? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Mahagathbandhan announces Tejaswi as Chief Minister's face. Rahul missing from posters and press conference. NDA versus Indy face-off. Will Chief Minister face decide the polls? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
भारत की अपनी दुकान, इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना।
इंडिया जोना।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Bihar paves way for nationwide SIR. PCI finalizes nationwide rollout of SIR. Why opposition is worried about nationwide SIR? Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
The judges must go back to the day where judges spoke through their judgments. They have stopped speaking as much through judgments as they do in comments which they make in open court. And it does create embarrassment. It does create problems on the ground. You've seen it.
Who's a journalist to ask why our Supreme Court hears a case or doesn't hear a case? What was the underlying suggestion? That the Supreme Court has lost its duty to the
Mahagathbandhan announces Tejaswi as Chief Minister's face. Rahul missing from posters and press conference. NDA versus Indi face-off. Will Chief Minister face decide the polls? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा,
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
MDH की देगी मिर्च,
देगी मिर्च का तड़का, अंग अंग फड़का।
MDH की देगी मिर्च।
Pakistan desires normalization with India based on principles of peaceful coexistence, sovereign equality, but more importantly, dignity and honor. We believe that a third party is essential to any possible mechanism of dispute resolution between India and Pakistan.
Sahil Shamshad Mirza, chairman of Pakistan's Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, has just praised India for its rise as a global superpower.
Pakistan prefers dialogue over disengagement, peace over conflict, and civility over jingoism, and stands ready to engage with India to find a peaceful and a negotiated solutions to all disputes, including Kashmir. Pakistan desires normalization with India based on principles of peaceful coexistence, sovereign equality.
From your smartphones to your smart televisions, the trending stories are always breaking the internet. And tonight, we start with the story of a first and what could be a last. We're talking about Virat Kohli's consecutive ducks for the first time in his career. This time it happened in Adelaide, and the speculations of what could have been his last match in Australia. Yes, there are rumours of his retirement, speculations around the way he walked off, the standing ovation he got. And there are reports emerging of Netflix buying Warner Brothers. Experts weigh in on the merits of this. Now, we also have this and a lot more lined up for you in this edition. I'm Rakshita and this is Trending. Now, the Adelaide Oval witnessed a jaw-dropping moment in the ongoing India versus Australia 3-match ODI series as Virat Kohli fell for a duck yet again. And this shocker came during India's chase in the second ODI, where Australian debutant Xavier Bartlett produced a classic dismissal, trapping Kohli plumb LBW. Following this second successive duck in the series, the Indian star batter was seen raising his hands, waving goodbye to the pavilion amidst a standing ovation from the stadium. The walk off the stadium has left fans worried as they speculate about his future in the sport. So, on his return to international cricket after over 7 months, the Indian cricketer was out on an 8-ball duck in the first ODI against Australia at Perth. He was dismissed for a 4-ball duck today by pacer Xavier Bartlett very, very soon. And this is the first time Virat Kohli has been out for back-to-back ducks in the long and illustrious ODI career so far. And Virat Kohli, remember, walked off the field post his dismissal to the audience, erupting in applause, and the stadium also gave him a standing ovation. And the way he gestured back, the way he rose his, he was raising his gloves, kept his head down, and made his way out of the ground to the pavilion. It, somewhere has fueled the retirement rumours, attributing to the disappointment on return to ODI and not going the way he had hoped for and expected. It left onlookers and fans worried as this fueled the retirement speculations. And on your screens are how fans are in a frenzy over the rumour mill suggesting his retirement, as the ace cricketer now only plays as a format. And there is a big speculation that Netflix may bid for Warner Brothers Discovery assets, though Netflix executives have downplayed the likelihood, stating that they are not interested in owning legacy media networks and prefer a build, don't buy approach. Now, this comes after Warner Brothers announced it is open to a sale, Warner Brothers Discovery, attracting interest from other parties like Comcast and Paramount Skydance. Let's take a look at how social media is now reacting to this. The internet has taken to this rumour in no positive way, as netizens accuse the potential takeover to be the death of creativity and a monopolization of the media. The internet's afloat with the meme fest this news has sparked. And Warner Brothers Discovery, the parent company of CNN and HBO Max, is considering this sale amid unsolicited interest in the company, marking the latest shakeup across the United States' legacy media viewers. The New York City-based media conglomerate announced the possible sale on Tuesday, and several major media giants like Netflix, like Paramount, Comcast, they've all reportedly expressed interest. But this is a move that could see a huge restructuring in an industry that has seen ripples of changes since Donald Trump took office. And the company's shares jumped roughly 11% after the announcement of a possible sale. In fact, the rumor mill can also take a breather because, at least for now, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos has made it clear that the streaming giant is not really looking to make a play for Warner Brothers Discovery anytime soon. While he did not mention WBD by name, Sarandos told analysts after Netflix's third quarter earnings release that the company has, and I quote, no interest in owning legacy media networks. He also emphasized that Netflix remains focused on organic growth over big acquisitions. Now, his comments seem to have calmed the nerves across Hollywood, which has been bracing for yet another wave of major media mergers and shakeups. Meanwhile, the speculations on the internet aside, this sale is one of the most eminent media sales in Hollywood and is reported to have a major impact on the industry because media analysts are on the lookout for updates. They attempt to predict the plausible outcomes. Forbes, amongst other prominent media reports, allege Netflix's potential bid as the most seemingly feasible one via partial asset purchases or behavioral remedies. Paramount and Comcast bids are reportedly highly improbable due to extreme market concentration and vertical integration risks. Other reports like The Journal also see other potential bidders, throwing Amazon and Apple into the mix. There's a lot more that is trending on the internet. It's time to take a quick look at the trends running hot. An AI-generated video of $100 million Louvre robbery has taken over social media, and users cannot stop calling it a Doom 2-style heist. Now, the clip digitally reenacts last week's dramatic daylight robbery inside Paris's Louvre Museum, where thieves stormed the Apollo room home to royal jewels and vanished within minutes. The AI recreation, complete with chase sequences and slick editing, is being hailed as better than a movie trailer.
One crown recovered.
7 minutes is all it took to rob the world's most famous museum.
8 jewels. One crown recovered. 1.
7 minutes.
Now, Bengaluru residents are turning the civic frustrations into sharp satire, as a few netizens labelled critics of the city's potholes and garbage woes as outsiders or Delhi agents. And locals are hitting back with humour, saying only the potholes are 100% local. Now, the line quickly went viral, sparking a wave of witty posts mocking the state of Bengaluru's roads. And amid the laughter, the government has promised real action. Former UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is making headlines not for politics this time, but for his growing list of jobs. Now, Sunak, who's also the son-in-law of Infosys co-founder Narayan Murthy, the man who famously endorsed the 70-hour work week, has sparked a meme fest now, after adding yet another title to his resume. Now, Rishi Sunak's now a columnist for the Sunday Times, in addition to advisory roles at Goldman Sachs, Microsoft and AI firm Anthropic. And netizens could not resist linking it to his father-in-law's philosophy. Ram Charan and his wife Upasna Kamineni are expecting their second child, and the announcement comes wrapped in Diwali sparkle. In a heartfelt Instagram video, guests seen arriving with gifts and blessings, as the caption read as the Diwali was all about double the celebration, double the love and double the blessings. Now, the clip ended with 2 simple words: new beginnings. A new teaser for Emily in Paris season 5, and this time Emily Cooper is embracing La Dolce Vita in Venice. Lily Collins returns in the rom-com series that now takes Emily from the Parisian chaos to Italian charm. All 10 episodes will stream from December 18 this year on Netflix. Anger is mounting after Meta laid off 600 employees from its AI division, even as the company continues its billion-dollar expansion. The cuts affect staff across its AI infrastructure, FAIR research, and product AI units. In an internal memo, Meta's chief AI officer called the layoffs part of a structural reshuffle. A horrific truck crash in California has reignited debate over illegal immigration and truck safety. Now, authorities have arrested 21-year-old Indian origin driver Jashanpreet Singh for vehicular manslaughter and DUI after a collision killed 3 and injured 4. The case follows a similar incident in Florida involving an undocumented Indian trucker, prompting Washington to tighten visa screening and background checks for foreign drivers. The infamous red-haired Russian spy Anna Chapman has reportedly been assigned a new mission to head the newly established Museum of Russian Intelligence. 43-year-old former British citizen was arrested by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in New York in 2010, but deported to Moscow later in a high-profile spy swap. Reportedly, she has now been appointed to head the new project, which is registered near Gorky Park in Moscow and linked to Russian President Vladimir Putin's top secret service, the SVR. The official anthem for the FIDE World Cup 2025 is titled as It's Your Move and was released on the 21st of October in Goa by Chief Minister Pramod Sawant. It is sung by popular Indian artist Dalair Mehendi, and the anthem features top Indian chess grandmasters like Gukesh, Arjun Erigaisi, Koneru Hampi, Tanya Sachdev and Vidit Gujarati, celebrating the spirit of chess and the vibrant culture of Goa. World Cup returns to India after 23 years and is going to take place in North Goa from the 31st of October to the 27th of November, with 206 players from 82 countries competing for a $2 million prize fund. And now, mosquitoes have been found in Iceland for the very first time after the country experienced record-breaking heat this spring. Insect enthusiast Bjorn Hjaltason encountered the mosquitoes over several nights last week while using wine-soaked ropes to observe moths. Iceland was one of only 2 mosquito-free havens in the world prior to the discovery, partly due to its cold climate. And in a remarkable medical breakthrough, viewers, a 64-year-old Parkinson's patient, Denise Bacon, was seen playing the clarinet during her deep brain stimulation surgery at King's College Hospital in United Kingdom. The live performance helped surgeons monitor the real-time improvements in her movement, allowing her to play smoothly again after 5 years. Doctors say the procedure offers long-term relief from symptoms, giving Denise a future once more. King Charles has made history by becoming the first head of the Church of England to pray publicly with the Pope. Now, the meeting with Pope Leo at the Vatican comes nearly 500 years after England split from Rome, a moment rich in symbolism. And it marks Pope Leo's first meeting with the British monarch since his election 5 months ago. And he's also the first American pontiff in history. Tragic news coming from Venezuela. A Piper PA-31T Cheyenne aircraft crashed shortly after takeoff from Paramilo Airport in San Cristobal, killing both people on board. The plane, registered as YV-1443, was taking off from runway 20 when it suddenly lost control and crashed, bursting into flames. Now, eyewitnesses described the horrific scene, saying the plane tilted sharply to one side and plummeted to the ground, exploding into a massive fireball. Emergency services, including the firefighters and police, rushed to the scene, but unfortunately, both the victims, identified as Tony Borton and Juan Maldonado, were pronounced dead at the scene. Now, a Sri Lankan opposition politician was shot dead in his office on Wednesday, police said. The latest in a wave of assassinations and the first to target a political figure. 38-year-old Lasantha Vikramasekara, the council chairperson of the coastal city of Weligama, was meeting with constituents when a gunman burst in and fired multiple times with a revolver. No one else was wounded. The gunman fled the scene. The police says that the manhunt to apprehend the accused is underway and is further investigations to ascertain the motive of the murder. And this attack comes amidst a surge of violent crimes in Sri Lanka this year, much of which is linked to drug gangs and organized crime. Take a look at the moment right after the show. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology has rolled out proposed amendments to India's IT rules 2021, this time taking aim at the growing menace of AI-generated deepfakes and synthetic content. Now, the draft notification looks to make sure users can easily tell what is real, what's been artificially created, while also tightening the screws on social media platforms to take greater responsibility for the content that circulates on their sites. And now, there are certain key amendments that have been proposed. First up, mandatory labeling. The AI developers in social media platforms would need to clearly mark any synthetically generated information, ensuring users can tell when content is not real. Next, label visibility. For visuals, the label must cover at least 10% of the display, while for audio content, it should be announced within the first 10% of playback. Moving forward is how it's mutable metadata. These labels are not meant to disappear. They must be permanent and non-removable and embedded within the content's metadata. There's also social media accountability factor, meaning large social media platforms, those with over 5 million users, would face extra due diligence requirements, including asking users to declare if the content they upload is AI generated and also deploying technical tools to verify those declarations. And of course, combating deepfakes, a move largely driven by growing concerns over deepfakes, misinformation, and online impersonation fueled by generative AI tools. And amid renewed optimism over an India-US trade deal, Indian benchmark indices opened higher today, with Nifty rising 0.73%, ringing above 26,000 for the first time since September 30th and 2024, and BSE Sensex hitting 85,173.40 higher, that is 0.44%. That's close to 348 shares advanced, 144 shares declined, and 58 shares remaining unchanged. The top Nifty 50 gainers in today's trading session are Tech Mahindra, Titan Company, Shriram Finance, TCS, Tata Steel, while the Nifty 50 top losers, Max Healthcare, Maruti Suzuki, and Apollo Hospitals. The Indian benchmark indices, viewers, Sensex Nifty erased most gains to end nearly 0.15% higher in trade today, thus extending the bull run for the Lal trade to the 6th day in a row. And during intraday deals, Sensex hit the day's high of 85,290.06, gaining 864 points or 1.02% over its last close. However, by end of trade, the index had erased most losses amid profit taking at higher levels and ended just 130.06 points, or that is 0.15% higher at 84,556.40. Pranav is joining us live on the broadcast. For Pranav, well, there was Diwali bonanza and we saw the market soaring and there was a sudden dip. Explain to our viewers what really has happened and what can be expected for tomorrow.
Well, market has been on a rise for the past about 6 days. In fact, this is thanks to the renewed optimism on the US-India trade deal, because of which the foreign institutional investors have been back on the street. In fact, yesterday FIIs bought shares worth, equities worth 97 crore, and that is one of the reasons why the markets have been rising. Even today, the market opened gap up and crossed 26,000, which is a crucial level for Nifty. It is coming back to this level almost after a year. It was at this level in October 2024. So now, after opening at 26,000 plus, the market fell primarily because of profit booking. So that is people or investors who have bought shares or bought equities have now booked profits and exited those equities, and that is why the market fell today. There is, however, still optimism, and the bullish trend still continues on the street.
All right, Pranav, what do we really expect for tomorrow? What impact could it really have now?
We are now looking at the trade deal. That's primarily the hopes are hinged completely on the US-India trade deal, and that is what the market is waiting for. The earnings season has been fantastic. The GST reforms and the tax reforms that were rolled out earlier have further created liquidity and consumption boost, because of which the markets are buoyed. What we need to now look for is the next levels. In fact, the last time Nifty touched, made an all-time high was 26,277, and it's just about a few hundred points away from that. So the market is waiting, investors are waiting and now hoping that Nifty will touch and make a new high. Nifty and Sensex both will touch and make a new high before the year end.
All right, thanks so much, Pranav, for joining us with those details coming in from the markets and what really to expect. It was Pranav from the business desk. We were now shifting our focus to the other trending stories we're tracking for you. All right, viewers, now there are voices that rise above argument, voices that define eras, shape thought and uphold the idea of justice. And we have, very few have done that with the grace and authority like that of Padma Bhushan Harish Salve. On the next episode of Legends, we revisit his extraordinary journey from the courtrooms that made history to the causes that defined a generation. A story of brilliance, belief, and the unyielding spirit of justice. Legends featuring Harish Salve, a voice of justice, live and exclusive this weekend on the Republic Media Network campus.
अवार्ड लेना छोड़ दिया क्योंकि हम और दीदी हम दोनों को अवार्ड मिलते थे, सबको मिलना चाहिए ना।
We eat music, we breathe music. Music is our life.
The leader may agree or disagree, but the ability to listen to a contrarian point of view is crucial for leadership.
Sometimes winning is not about talent. It is about औकात दिखाने का है।
औकात दिखाने।
और क्या?
I feel like a soaring bird.
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
Pakistan desires normalization with India based on principles of peaceful coexistence, sovereign equality, but more importantly, dignity and honor. We believe that a third party is essential to any possible mechanism of dispute resolution between India and Pakistan.
Sahil Shamshad Mirza, chairman of Pakistan's Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee, has just praised India for its rise as a global superpower.
Pakistan prefers dialogue over disengagement, peace over conflict, and civility over jingoism, and stands ready to engage with India to find
Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
ये है सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला। सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
भारत की अपनी दुकान इंडिया सोना।
अपने देश का सामान इंडिया सोना। इंडिया सोना।
इंडिया सोना।
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
Americans, let me also extend our warmest wishes to the people of India. I just spoke to your Prime Minister today. We had a great conversation. We talk about trade, we talk about a lot of things, but mostly the world of trade. He's very interested in that. Although we did talk a little while ago about let's have no wars with Pakistan. And I think the fact that trade was involved, I was able to talk about that. And we have no war with Pakistan and India. And that was a very, very good thing. But he's a great person. And he's become a great friend of mine over the years. In a few moments, we'll light the diya as a symbol of faith in the victory of light over darkness. It's a beautiful term, light over darkness. That's what it's all about. It's knowledge over ignorance and good over evil. During Diwali, revelers recall ancient stories of enemies defeated, obstacles removed, and captives freed. The glow of the Diya.
Bihar paves way for nationwide SIR. PCI finalizes nationwide rollout of SIR. Why opposition is worried about nationwide SIR? Debating tonight at 8 p.m. Mahagathbandhan announces Tejaswi as Chief Minister's face. Rahul missing from posters and press conference. NDA versus Indi face-off. Will Chief Minister face decide the polls? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
The judges must go back to the day where judges spoke through their judgments. They have stopped speaking as much through judgments as they do in comments which they make in open court. And it does create embarrassment. It does create problems on the ground. You've seen it.
Who's a journalist to ask why our Supreme Court hears a case or doesn't hear a case? What was the underlying suggestion? That the Supreme Court has lost its duty to the Constitution in holding the balance even between different castes and communities?
Mahagathbandhan announces Tejaswi as Chief Minister's face. Rahul missing from posters and press conference. NDA versus Indi face-off. Will Chief Minister face decide the polls? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
To build success is to be able to do things which other people think at that point of time is not doable.
Nothing compares to the responsibility of playing for country and playing for your people.
मुझे वो अच्छा नहीं लगता कि होगा कि नहीं होगा नहीं मेरे शब्द नहीं है हाँ होगा सब होगा
My connection with the world is entirely purely with the sound only because through sound I can manipulate.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
On The Debate tonight, the Election Commission of India has finalized the nationwide SIR. The opposition is worried, almost in a frenzy. Republic says, yes sir, yes, we need the SIR. At 9 o'clock tonight, Tejaswi is positioned as a chief ministerial face. Bihar becomes a direct fight between Tejaswi and Nitish. But for some reason, the NDA has not announced Nitish as formally the chief ministerial face yet. What is going to be the implication of putting young Tejaswi as the CM face? Ladies and gentlemen, the Election Commission officials have met with the chief electoral officers of various states and union territories today to review preparations for a nationwide rollout of the special intensive revision, the very controversial SIR of the electoral rolls. This meeting is very significant, and the Election Commission is moving at breakneck speed with only one agenda. And that agenda is, come what may, the electoral rolls in every part of this country are going to be cleaned up. This is going to be a controversial cleanup. The India Alliance does not want a cleanup. They say, leave it as it is. But the Election Commission says there's no question of that. They say starting November, we are going to clean up. And in what is going to make things more controversial, they are saying now that we've done Bihar, we're going to go to Assam next, Kerala next, Puducherry next, Tamil Nadu next, and Bengal next. West Bengal, ladies and gentlemen, where Mamata Banerjee is out to launch a political morcha against the special intensive revision or SIR. Viewers, it has always been my effort to put you on the side of the right. And unlike the namby-pamby channels, unlike the Lutyens channels, unlike the grey zone channels, unlike the fence-sitter channels, we take a clear ideological position towards what is right. And that's why we are saying tonight, clearly, as India's largest and most influential news network, the Republic Media Network is openly for the special intensive revision. Are we taking a political position? Are we taking a pro-BJP position? Absolutely not. I couldn't care less what the BJP's position on the issue is. But I believe that what the Election Commission is doing is not just right and necessary, but in fact, I would say it's been extremely delayed. Let me give you the example, leave the politics of it aside. If I share some numbers with you, you will be shocked. Let me start with Bengal. In Bengal, jaw-dropping data is coming out, jaw-dropping data. There has been an expansion of the electorate by huge amounts. The electorate of West Bengal, if you take all the regions from Alipurdwar, Kolkata, Malda, Purulia, Midnapur, Kalimpong, Jhargram, you put all of it together and you look at the mapping exercise in 7 districts which has been done. They found that 40 to 45% of the names in the 25 list do not match with the 22 list. So a whole bunch of new and unknown voters has come in. And as a result of that, Bengal's electorate in this 20-year period has gone up by 45%. The population of Bengal would approximately go up by 30%, 31%. The electorate of Bengal would go up by 45%. Put that graphic on. Which means something terribly wrong is happening in Bengal. But Mamata Banerjee says there's no need for an SIR. Who are these extra people? How many of them are Bangladeshis, Rohingyas, Chakmas, or from other nationalities? How many of them have come in through infiltration? She's not going to answer that question. Now let me move to Assam, ladies and gentlemen. My beautiful and wonderful state of Assam. The most recent intensive revision there was done in 2005, 20 years ago. All of you know the maximum amount of infiltration from Bangladesh has happened in Assam. The voter numbers have gone from 1.7 crore in 2005 to 2.4 crore in 2025, which means there is an increase of at least around 45.9%. Now, not just Himanta wants to know, Republic wants to know, the nation wants to know, how is the population of Assam going up only by 31%, but the electorate growth is by 45.9%, which means there is an extra 50%, do you understand, viewers, of unknown people who have moved in. It doesn't take you to be an Assamese, but it takes you to just be a person with common sense to guess or come to the conclusion this is all external, all infiltration, all inorganic, ladies and gentlemen. It does not add up at all. So what the Election Commission is doing is not just right, it should have been done years back. It's only people who are against national interest who will oppose the SIR. That's why we say, yes, sir, yes. And why should they be scared of SIR? They say they'll fight it tooth and nails. They'll say it's stealing votes. It's not. These people will complain because they know they are going to lose an election. Whether you lose or you win, you cannot be against a much needed cleanup of the electoral rolls. There is no need to make these kind of statements. I'll fight them tooth and nails, I'll hit the streets, etc., etc. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody called the SIR unconstitutional when it was done under the Congress government. Sorry to bring in the Lutyens' favorite Mr. Nehru in, but Nehru did SIR, Shastri did SIR, Indira Gandhi did SIR, Rajiv Gandhi did SIR, even Narasimha Rao did SIR. And now this man says it's stealing votes. How is it stealing votes? When your great-grandfather and your grandmother did SIR, was it stealing votes? Ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi makes no sense. I hope my argument is something that you find relatable. We say we are for the SIR and it's necessary for the future of India. However, I may want to make a prediction today. If the India Alliance loses Bihar, they are going to go out complaining about SIR and do a national crying match. We must then watch out. The Election Commission is doing a good thing against all odds. We must support them. Let's debate.
The Election Commission concluded its two-day conference on the preparation on a nationwide SIR in the national capital. In its conference, the ECI has directed all states to finalize the preparation for the SIR in their respective states, signaling that a nationwide SIR is imminent. The nationwide call is clear: clean the electoral rolls.
The sanctity of the electoral process is very, very important. And therefore, it is important to weed out those that are fake voters. Only genuine voters should vote. And obviously, in any democracy, that is what we desire.
Amidst this, the Indi is defiant on the issue despite its Supreme Court endorsed success in Bihar, continuing to target ECI instead.
निर्वाचन आयोग अपनी पहचान खो दिया है। SIR कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ के जितने राजनीतिक दलों की बैठक करनी चाहिए थी। निर्वाचन आयोग है, वो आयोग नहीं रहा, वो केंद्र सरकार के अधीन एक विभाग जैसे बिहार कर रहा है।
The BJP claims India's SIR narrative has fallen flat.
कोई SIR में घूम रहा था। SIR वाला नेता भी अभी बिहार और देश में नहीं दिख रहा है। तू तो बेचारा हनीमून पीरियड में है।
A clean electoral roll is a must for a strong democracy, and SIR is a step in that direction. But the question remains, why is the opposition nervous?
This is the SIR debate, ladies and gentlemen. Nehru did SIR, Pankaj Sharma. Indira Gandhi did SIR, Priyanka Kakkar, even Rajiv Gandhi did SIR. And Pula Rao, you will be happy to know that Narasimha Rao also did SIR.
Arnab, Election Commission is facing a test of credibility.
So,
there is a charge of institutional theft of votes. There was a talk of bringing a motion to impeach the Chief Election Commissioner, Gyanesh Kumar, even though the opposition does not have the number. There's a clear charge of fake voters in Karnataka, more than 1 lakh, based on the records of the Election Commission itself. The BJP MP in Bengal says that more than 1.2 crore voters' name will be deleted
Then don't
from
take
Bengal.
part in the election. No, if you
Therefore,
feel the
who is
election
preparing
commission
these voter lists?
is a fraud institution,
preparing
it is
BJP
carrying out a
officers?
fraud election, then why do you want to take part in the election and then cry? Tuhin is responding to this part of the debate. Tuhin, 1 minute. Tawseef, that's to Tuhin, not you. You opened up the debate. I'm opening up the lines. Tuhin. Tuhin. My information is after the Bihar elections, if they lose, they are going to hit the streets in all the states and union territories. They are going to make this a big tamasha. Big tamasha. It's time for the people of this country to take a position on where they stand on SIR. This is the hottest debate of the year. Tuhin is on the debate. Tuhin.
In the last 3 months, Arnab, in the last 3 months, they tried their best to scuttle the SIR exercise. Please calm down, Tawseef. In the last 3 months, they tried their best to scuttle the SIR process in the Supreme Court. But what did the Supreme Court say? Number one, it is a constitutionally valid exercise. Number two, that it is a routine exercise which should take place in all parts of the country. Of course, the Supreme Court put certain checks and balances in place, which is the job of the Supreme Court. But eventually, after all these checks and balances, finally, 3.66 lakh voters were found invalid. They were found, phony voters, fake voters. Now, my question is this, please don't barge in, have that basic manners. Have that basic manners. Allow me to complete when I'm making an important point. Now, my simple question is the invalidated, are the invalidated voters the only real vote bank of the opposition parties today? Do they thrive on these invalid, fake voters who they are patronizing through distribution of fake Aadhaar cards across the country? And I think this fake Aadhaar card racket, which is at the core of fake voters being manufactured, and like you quoted the figures, there are the total number of the increase in voters is 15% more than the increase in population in at least 2 of the border states, which is a cause for worry, and therefore SIR should be there across the country. And my caution and my very well-intended note of caution to Mamata Banerjee: don't this time, stoke violence. We have seen her do that on the issue of CAA. We have seen that after her do that after the Waqf Amendment Act. The violence in Murshidabad earlier this year was entirely her doing. Had she not stoked, had she not wetted, had she not insinuated, had she not spread all kinds of canards against the Waqf Amendment Act, the Murshidabad violence could have been avoided. And I think TMC should take note. They cannot stall constitutional processes. They have no business.
We are now asking our viewers this evening, because wherever you're watching this in the country, be sure this will not be restricted only to Assam or to Bengal or to Bihar. This is going to happen where you are staying. The SIR is something which is going to be a national campaign. And you need to decide whether you're pro-SIR or no SIR. We are going to be opening up the polling on this wonderful debate we are having this evening. I want to hurt the Congress party. I want to hurt the Congress party by reminding them that when the first intensive revision happened, a person called Jawaharlal Nehru was Prime Minister. 1952-56. Then again, Pankaj, listen. When the second revision happened, lo and behold, the person in charge was again Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru. But he wasn't satisfied, Pankaj. Ye dil mange more, he said. And he got more. He did a third revision, Ishkaran. He said, Dil mange more. In 1961, he said, I want one more revision.
Arnab.
He did one more revision in 1961. These are bare facts, viewers.
Arnab, before even Mr. Nehru, before even SIR, because I think you are doing an incredible job by saying it's a national campaign, because win or lose Bihar, whichever party wins, it has to go national. The very basic, let's start with the basic. What is a nation? It is a defined region, it has a border, then people legally within it are citizens. Citizens in a democracy choose their leaders. Now, if you don't want to have a border, illegal immigration, or you believe you bring people from outside India, make them voters in India, change the demographics of India, and then stay in power, then that is not only the job of Election Commission, that is destroying democracy from within. Anybody who opposes that there be periodic revisions of the electoral roll, that it be tested, that you show documents, how you are a citizen, how you should be a part of the electoral roll, why should you be voting, then you are basically calling democracy into question. So it is important. And it's all mixed. It is mixed with the illegal immigration aspect. It is mixed with the purity of it.
SIR was done
They
during
have gone to
Nehru's
Supreme
time.
Court, not only on SIR. They have gone crafting beautiful stories to the Supreme Court so that illegal people can stay in Bharat. So it is all intermixed so that you remain in power by disenfranchising the genuine
real motive behind this. And let me ask you a simple question. Are you sure that the state of Assam will be included in nationwide SIR? Is it true that officials from Assam have already conveyed to the commission
that electoral fraud cannot be allowed at any cost?
Okay, what is the point you're asking?
Of citizens. NRC is published
1 minute.
for the state.
Ishkaran, just pause for a minute. Ishkaran, pause for a minute. Please, I request you. Ishkaran, kindly pause for a minute. Pankaj, 1 minute. You'll have to start from the beginning. Pankaj, you'll have to start from the beginning again. We missed out the first part. Right? What was your point? Tell me on Assam. Tell me. What was your point on Assam?
I'm asking you, are you sure that Assam will be included in this SIR? Because officials from Assam have already conveyed to the commission their inclination to carry out an intensive revision of rolls only after the National Register of Citizens is published for the state. And commission is considering this.
So let me step forward and tell you this. Let me step forward and tell you this. You asked a question there. I'll get everyone in. I got Jyotsna in. I got others in. The debate is not about me. I am just saying one thing to you, that all of us know, if there is one state where there has been a tsunami of infiltrators, it is Assam. You must have NRC, SIR, everything possible to clean up and throw out the Bangladeshis from Assam. Pick them up, catch them, and throw them out. Throw them out. You know, this is one area where we should do what Trump did. Those who have entered the country, infiltrated into the country, should be picked up, and nobody should cry, oh, they are being targeted because they are Muslim. They are being targeted because they are foreigners. That is my position. I would like to call Priyanka Kakkar into the debate. Priyanka, you must be neutral in this.
Elections will start from the end of March.
No,
that means SIR in these states will have to be completed within 4 months.
Okay, let Priyanka Kakkar of Aam Aadmi Party come in. Let the TDP come into the debate. It's going to be a national issue.
You don't have to worry about that. The same
and let's have the
questions were
polling numbers,
Right.
pro SIR, yes SIR, no
I think,
SIR.
Arnab
Priyanka. Yes, Priyanka.
I think Arnab ji, we cannot ignore Rekha Gupta, the Delhi Chief Minister's statement. She very categorically admitted, she said कि Congress vote चोरी करती है तो दिक्कत नहीं थी, हम करें तो दिक्कत है. That answers everything. As far as you yourself said, it's a controversial
No, in what context did she say that? Are you saying the Delhi Chief Minister? No, you are obviously being usual. Usually you're being mischievous in that.
Yes, I'm saying.
You're being mischievous.
I am saying this. No, I'm not being
mischievous.
mischievous. Please don't give me these adjectives. It is, please ask your research team to play that video. It exists. Please.
You are experts at
don't
cutting things out of context and making memes out of everything. There's nobody better than your party on that.
Arnab ji, I'm saying please ask your team to research. Please ask them to research and put out
Anyway,
this
let's
video.
go back to the issue of the SIR. Where do you stand on it? Let's get TDP versus
Congress. Yes. So I'm saying you yourself said that it's a controversial scheme and it will meet the same fate as demonetization or electoral bonds.
I didn't say
that. It took some time. I remember the entire media favoring these.
I didn't say that.
All I'm saying is, you said controversial SIR. I'm agreeing with you. You said controversial SIR.
Yeah, rest of it was usual AAP fluff.
I'm
you know, AAP adds everything to
will also
everything.
meet a similar fate like the. No.
Typical AAP misquoting
This
idhar udhar.
scheme will also meet a similar fate like the electoral bonds. All right, give me any adjectives you want. Let me finish at least. You did not interrupt anybody. All I'm saying is the scheme will also meet a similar fate like the electoral bonds. I assure you that. Also, since you mentioned that Assam में ही इतनी ज़्यादा घुसपैठ हो गई, so I think it's high time BJP answers कि 2016 से आपकी सरकार है स्टेट गवर्नमेंट में असम में और सेंटर में भी आप है, तो इतनी घुसपैठ करवा कौन रहा है? ये किसका फेलियर है? I think that should be the objective. If we want to speak about a nationwide SIR, I think it's very important to analyze what has happened in Bihar, what is currently the Supreme Court saying. I heard a very
You can say this sitting in Delhi because you think you are safe.
He was all fluff.
You think you are safe. I would request you one day, imagine, where do you stay in Delhi, which part, wherever you stay, I won't ask you personal questions, but wherever you stay, just imagine that the place is taken over by Bangladeshis. Bangladeshis are sitting outside the gate of your house. They don't let you get in, they don't let you get out. They don't let you move around. In fact, they terrorize you. They force you. Bangladeshis force you, surround you, and Bangladeshis say that this part of Delhi where you live belongs to Bangladeshis. I would like to see what you would do.
And the incompetent BJP.
The incompetence was the Congress. They sold out to the Bangladeshis. The Congress welcomed them in from 1965 onwards.
How long will you blame? Anyway, let me come back to the subject because it's a
There's
very
no subject.
controversial
We are either
subject,
pro-SIR or anti-SIR.
I think we need to, okay, you please change the incompetent CEC who does not, who lets, पहले पेपर लीक होते थे, फिर इलेक्शन की डेट लीक हो जाती है, बिहार में सुबह नीतीश कुमार जी 3,000 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च कर देते हैं, हर महिला के खाते में 10,000 डाल देते हैं और दोपहर में सिलेक्शन कमीशन अनाउंस कर देता है 6 अक्टूबर को कि अब चुनाव होंगे, जब उनका काम हो जाता है पहले पेपर लीक होते थे, फिर उसके बाद डेट लीक होने लग गई इलेक्शन कमीशन की. Give us somebody with integrity who can answer such important questions that in, you know, there's the government.
It was the same election commission which made you win in Punjab. It was the same election commission. Then you congratulated them. In fact, you put out statements congratulating the election commission for the successful completion of the exercise. I have your statements on record. You were praising the election commission then for their neutrality. Come on.
Win or loss is immaterial.
I don't understand this.
Is immaterial. I am taking the same argument. I am borrowing your argument.
You are not borrowing my argument. You should borrow my argument, but you're not. Now, historical fact. See, Priyanka, you are not at fault here.
Let's analyze Bihar. Let's analyze Bihar. Let me analyze Bihar.
What is there? You don't have a stake in Bihar. You don't have any candidates in Bihar. What is your angle in Bihar? You are looking and you are jealous of Prashant Kishore. Prashant Kishore has done what Kejriwal wanted to do in Bihar.
About Assam. Let me speak about Bihar.
Because unlike your leader, he doesn't live in a, what is that, Moti Mahal or whatever Mahal.
I took questions.
Shish Mahal. He's on the ground with the people. Your leader was in a Shish Mahal.
This is digressing and playing to the gallery.
I'm not playing in a gallery. You built a 200 crore house and you were luxuriating there.
Let me please speak. Oh my God. I mean, मतलब आप और exaggerate करते रहो ना, मतलब आप मुझे SIR पे अपनी बात रखने दो ताकि मेरी 2 मिनट तो बात बिना टूटे चली जाए. आप मेरे को बीच में इतना टोक देते हो. All I'm saying is that it is the government of India's official estimates that Bihar की population is some 13.10 crores. उसमें adult population is 8.22 crores. But the election commission took a figure of 7.89 crores as the base point. पहले जो 65 लाख delete कर दिए थे ना, सुप्रीम कोर्ट जब बीच में है तो नहीं सिर्फ 3 लाख delete होने, 3.66. वो भी नहीं बताया कि सेम है अलग है. वहां भी
all this is confusing. I'll give you one figure. Let me get Jyots Nights. You see, let me tell you. If I ask you a simple question, and you know, Priyanka, problem with AAP is that it's got confused as a party over the years. You should be clear-headed like me, and you should be willing to say Hindu-Muslim. You should not be afraid of it. The Muslim population shot up 34.2%. In Assam, according to the 2011 census, which means Muslim Bangladeshi infiltrators shot up. Why are you not willing to say that Muslim Bangladeshi infiltrators should be thrown out? क्या बताओ? What बताओ?
I am with you. They should be thrown out. They should be thrown out. Give me an akada. How many were thrown out in 10 years? Trump sends our people in Hatkadis in a plane, humiliates our people, and we keep quiet. What do we do with these Bangladeshi Rohingyas? Why are they in our country?
Why
right
should
now?
I fight
How
for
many are
people
deported
who
and
have
voted
gone
Agra?
illegally into the United States of America? Do you want people, Indians, to do that? अपने देश को छोड़ के रूल तोड़ के कहीं और जाए और आप बोल रहे हैं we should be fighting for them.
हम अपने देश से क्यों नहीं निकाल रहे?
I don't know this argument. Viewers, there are too many calls.
नहीं छोड़ा उन्होंने हमारा. हम
Take
क्यों
pro and anti views percentage-wise. Jyotsna is on the debate scene.
यहाँ पे अब तक बिरयानी क्यों खिला रहे हैं उनको हमारे
It's an infiltrator issue. Yeah, be clear. Tuhin should also be on. Clean the windows. Jyotsna, please. Jyotsna. It's an infiltrator issue, viewers. Infiltrator issue. That's what SIR is. Jyotsna.
Arnab ji, I think all these parties and all these people are forgetting one thing, that SIR is not political, it is procedural. Procedural. ये होता रहता था इससे पहले भी, अभी भी होगा, आगे भी होगा ना अर्नब जी. It's procedural. We are following the procedure. I believe. I mean, when I say we, definitely the country should follow a procedure. And this is something called, I would put it in a word saying that self-audit की तरह. We are here. आज जो दो दिन का जो हुआ ना अर्नब जी, it's merely not a bureaucratic review or merely not something that's happened, between four walls or things like that. We are trying to build a more stronger democracy, electoral democracy, where, and we are trying to build that electoral integrity where we are actually strengthening the democracy before votes are cast, not after it. उसके बाद बैठ के ये नहीं सोचें कि यहाँ से infiltrators आ गए थे, उनका वोट पड़ा या फिर कुछ और पड़ा. We are trying to strengthen ourselves. We are trying to, make sure that not a single genuine vote is missed out, and also at the same time making sure and making very, very, I think it evident that not a single fake vote is casted. That is important, Arnab. I don't want to get into any other argument apart from saying that we are here to support something that is transparent. We are here, TDP is here to support anything that involves technical, expertise, and also that involves transparency. When SIR is introduced, and introduced in the sense, they have a problem with CEC, they have a problem with the system, they have a problem with the procedure, they have a problem with the man who is leading the CEC. Now, my point is, if you have a problem, आप उसके बारे में कुछ, affidavit लगाओ या फिर कुछ और लगाओ, go by the procedure. Go by the procedure. They don't want to do it. Simply ऐसा रहता है कि they just want to, blame. That's it. My point is, why are you just merely blaming? Why are you not going by the procedure? अगर आज के तारीख में there are like almost more than 1 crore new voters that are enrolled. Are they wrong? Are they fake? Are they fake? Do you believe they are fake? Then counter it. Put a case on it. Mr. Rahul Gandhi talks about so many things. Why didn't they file a single affidavit till date? That's what we are asking. And now, Arnab ji, again and again, I reiterate my point. It's purely strengthening our democracy. And आज के तारीख में ये जो बोल रहे हैं कि SIR is false and nothing is happening. For the past 2 days, I think they have reviewed so many things. They have reviewed the training of almost 11 lakh BLOs also. So we are trying to strengthen the system there. If you see anything wrong there, कुछ चीजें प्रोसीजरली भी आपको लग रहा है कि वो नहीं ठीक हो रही है, तो उसके बारे में बोलो ना. ये नहीं है कि सिंपली एक ब्लेम डाल दो कि सीसी काम नहीं कर रहा है, सीसी किसी और के लिए काम कर रहा है, सीसी एक पार्टी को फेवर कर रहा है. And Arnab ji, as you rightly quoted, Congress doesn't have a problem when they win in Telangana, when they win in Karnataka. But Congress definitely has a problem when they lose in other states, especially Delhi, और कहीं पे if they lose, they have a problem. Now, ये तो selective, criticism हो गया ना Arnab ji. Selective criticism है. When they win, CEC is very good. When they lose or wherever they lose, it is the problem of CEC. And definitely, it is a problem in the system.
No, I'm on a simple point here. I'm on a simple point, viewers. First of all, I think we should open up to calls because a lot of people are calling. Viewers, there is a danger here. And let me explain the present danger. What is the strategy of the opposition leaders? Every time, Tuhin, they raise this issue and they say, we will boycott the election. They said this before the last general election. They were threatening till the last minute. And I think one thing is completely unacceptable in any electoral or political system or democratic system, and that is, with everyone on, blackmail. I don't think any individual party has the right to blackmail the country. And what we are seeing here is blackmail, and I'm asking the viewers of Republic tonight, are you happy to see your country's democracy being blackmailed? Yes! Tausif, I use the word blackmail. Don't try to blackmail the country.
I'm telling you.
No, 1 minute. No, let me deal with Tausif. Don't try to blackmail the country.
Election Commission is facing a test of credibility. How can
you are facing a test of credibility?
BJP member of parliament is predicting 1.2 crore voters' name would be deleted from Bengal. Who is providing this data to Election Commission? The data is being prepared. The voter list is being prepared in BJP office, in which constituency, how many voters from which area have to be removed, and therefore it will be shared with the Election Commission. Election Commission.
This is such garbage. Do you know how many Bangladeshi infiltrators there are in India? There are over 2, 3, 4, 5 crores. How did I know that?
BJP cannot.
This is openly accessible data, information.
Can Election Commission explain this?
I'm opening up to calls. Sanjay is calling from Bhopal.
They have to prove.
Let's get the callers in. I'll get the callers in. Viewers need to interact. Viewers, my point is, do not blackmail the country. If you have the guts and you have the conviction, then boycott the election. Don't build an argument or an excuse for you to justify your loss. That's my take. Sanjay from Bhopal. Sanjay is live. Let's open 5 more calls tonight. Sanjay is calling in from Bhopal this evening. Sanjay, hi.
Hello, Arnab.
Hi.
Are you watching this? Hello.
Hi, Sanjay.
Am I audible to you? Hello.
Totally loud and clear, Sanjay. Go on.
Yes, I've been watching you from last 9 years. From times now, I've been a huge fan of your work, Arnab.
Thank you.
And my opinion on this, on Congress party, just now what they're doing, slowly hating BJP, they've gone against nation. They don't have any nice topic what to do, how to.
Yeah.
Yes, hello.
I hear you, Sanjay.
Yeah. And I support the decision that BJP is bringing, because all these Bangladeshi Rohingyas which are coming from Bengal, because mostly Mamta Bibi is there, and that is a vote bank. Full vote bank is going on, and which has happened in Assam, and I'm supportive of what Hemant Vishwa is doing, because already we are dealing so many problems, we don't want this immigration problem.
See, Pankaj, Sanjay, thanks. Uma Shankar from Hyderabad. You see that, Pulla? You see the anger among the people?
Good evening, Arnab.
Hi, Uma Shankar. How are you?
Am I audible?
Totally, Uma.
Yeah. It's good evening to everybody. I have 2-3 points. Point number 1 is, this opposition is playing a mind game, just fear psychosis create among the Muslims. And you can see yesterday, Shama, that Bangalore-based Congress, she said, because he is a Muslim, he was not added in the cricket.
Sarfaraz, so you saw that yesterday. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I saw that.
Same thing. Here also they are playing the same game.
Yep.
Play the game among the Muslims, consolidate their votes, and divide India. Divide the Hindus. They're not
completely, Uma. That's absolutely straightforward stuff. Pulla, you're hearing that? And if you make it... Yeah.
Can I just say something? Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi, P.V. Narasimha Rao, great patriots for Sir. Nothing wrong with that. The whole issue now is with the Sirs, the Election Commission. They lost credibility. In 2020, July rather, Ashok Lavasa left. They accommodated him nicely in the Asian Development Bank. These gentlemen, you need, if you want SIR to be accepted, you need new Sirs. They become controversial. Whether they deserve it or not is not my book. They become controversial, ham-handed. Imagine, I just want to make one point. Their election is in November. They start the SIR process in Bihar in July.
Two occasions, these people were snubbed by the Supreme Court. On 25th August, the Supreme Court made some scathing remarks on the shady role which the Congress party and RJD BLAs were playing.
to show
You know,
the
in
manner
an
you
entire
want
month,
to show
not
you.
a single
The Supreme
affidavit
Court
was
did
filed
not
by
anything.
Congress and
The Supreme Court,
RJD, BLAs.
these
And I
gentlemen have
suspect
failed the
BLAs
country.
were
The election
tasked
commissioners have failed the
to
country.
actually
Ashok
spread this
Lavasa
information.
left.
Number two,
Why did he leave?
in
Let
early
these gentlemen
October,
get my
He left
sinecure.
because
making an important point.
he left because of personal issues. You are making things up. You are lying on national television. You cannot show a single statement about the retirement of Ashok Lavasa with any such controversy. This is the kind of mind games you try to play.
He's the only one who gave a dissenting note. That is why he was removed. He had to suffer.
In a particular hearing, Prashant Bhushan was snubbed because, you know, when he was asked to provide the list of people deleted, you know, you would recall, Arnab, a particular hearing in Supreme Court in the first week of, or in early October, when Prashant Bhushan was asked to provide the names of people he was fighting for whose names had been deleted, and the very first name was found wrong. And he was snubbed by the Supreme Court, which made a remark to the effect that, you know, are you fighting for ghosts? So this is the reality of the opposition. But the larger allegation that I want to make over here,
Election Commission was committing a fraud.
Also knows that the entire vote chori allegation is baseless. Rahul Gandhi also throughout knew that the vote chori allegation had no steam, it was baseless. He wanted to use it as a weapon to bargain for more seats with the RJD. In fact, if you look at it, Arnab, throughout, even today, RJD is not...
Priyanka.
Gandhi wanted to
yes,
use
Priyanka.
this false charge to bargain for more seats.
The supporters of Godse and Anil Massi are giving a flawed argument. The Supreme Court, ultimately the Election Commission said only 3.66 lakh deletions after the deleted 65 lakhs votes. So the vanshaj of Godse and Anil Massi can't see vote chori.
Stop the exercise? Did the Supreme Court at any point say it's not constitutionally valid exercise? In fact, on the contrary, the Supreme Court said it's a routine exercise and should take place in all parts of the country.
अनिल मस्सी के फॉलोअर्स को देखना होगा कि इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड भी एकदम से खारिज नहीं हुए थे
आप लोग एक सही नाम नहीं दे पाए. आप लोग
सर, आप अनिल मस्सी को सपोर्ट कीजिए,
आप लोग
आप गोडसे को सपोर्ट
3.66 लाख के जितने भी
आप
फाइनली डिलीट हुए, आप लोग एक भी सही व्यक्ति का
अनिल मस्सी ने वोट चोरी की कि नहीं
फाइल कर पाए.
सर, अनिल मस्सी भाजपा का व्यक्ति था और उसने वोट चोरी की कि नहीं, बताइए ना.
रंजू देवी, मिंटा देवी जैसी झूठी खबरें फैला रहे थे. रंजू देवी, मिंटा देवी के बारे में उल्टा सीधा आप लोग जो है उल्टी सीधी
क्यों कर रहे हैं आप
लोग.
सर बताइए ना. सर, कितने रोहिंग्या डिपोर्ट हो गए आज तक, बताइए ना. 11 साल में कितने रोहिंग्या डिपोर्ट कर दिया आपने? कुछ तो बताइए, कुछ तो आंकड़े होंगे. अनिल मस्सी 11
साल में कुछ बता रहा हूँ आपको. अब तक कुछ 15,000 हुए हैं, लेकिन आने वाले सालों में जो आंकड़ा होने वाला है, आप हमेशा तारीख का बताओगे, पूछते रहेंगी.
अनिल मस्सी पैसे खाए. रेखा गुप्ता जी का बयान सुना, उन्होंने कहा हम करते हैं वोट चोरी.
हाई पावर्ड कमीशन का गठन हो रहा है. हाई पावर्ड कमीशन का गठन हो रहा है. उसके बाद जिस तीव्र गति से इनको बाहर किया जाएगा, आप लोग कांप उठेंगे, क्योंकि आपका सारा वोट बैंक खत्म हो जाएगा.
No, let me take the debate in a different direction, Priyanka, and bringing Jyotsna into the debate, bringing Ishkaran into the debate. See, you have a right to oppose things, Priyanka. Nobody is saying you're not. But you can't have it both ways. If you don't believe in the electoral process, then don't participate in the election. And then if you happen to win, don't say the election commission is good and conveniently sit in office. And at the same time, keep an excuse of an SIR or anything else and vote chori if you lose. It's convenient, hypocritical, and disgracefully opportunistic, Priyanka and Jyotsna.
They announced schemes on the date. They announced schemes on the date that the election commission is about to announce the elections. Can't you see? They announce an official bribe of 10,000 rupees to every woman of Bihar on the date that the elections are announced. Can't we see that? Don't we understand that?
Word, please.
I mean, apart from promising free liquor, you've done everything in Punjab. No. I ask you this. One minute. Now that you said this, since I would like to tell you that you are the winners of the Global Innovation Prize in Reveries and freebies. You should be the last person asking anybody or questioning anybody for following the path that you have gloriously set for yourself. Where what does Bhagwant Mann have the money to deliver on his freebies, which he promised?
Windfall tax is exempted.
Arnabji.
Windfall tax is exempted.
Arnabji.
Do you know that, right? You know that, right? Russian oil,
Your leader said in 2024 May that he will do it before the Punjab elections. Why has he not done it till now? You've gone back on your promises. Have women in Punjab got the money that Bhagwant Mann promised him? Will you please tell me?
80%.
And did you not announce it ahead of the elections then? Did you not announce it ahead of the elections then? No, I will take you on. No, I will have to expose you on this. Did you not announce that ahead of the elections then? Did Kejriwal not give women freebies before the election? Tell me one election the AAP has not gone on a freebie spree on before the election. Tell me one election, Priyanka. Now you're looking left and right. You are saying Arnab has caught me on this.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you have? I've caught you red-handed on this.
Catch me because I come very prepared.
Where are you prepared on this question?
I am saying that we will collect taxes from people and ensure that taxes are also given back to the people. Where
1,000 to women in Punjab, where is it? 1,000 to women in Punjab, where is it? Paisa dijiye, you promised it, give the money. Come on, give the money.
We promised.
From Jalandhar to Amritsar, you said you'll give every woman money.
We fulfilled all of.
No, you've not.
We make 100 promises, okay?
100 promises, I've promised one.
Promises in tranches.
Jyotsna is on the debate. We are going off track on the debate. The phone lines are still open. And Jyotsna is making a comeback on this hot fight tonight. Jyotsna.
Arnab ji, there are a couple of things I want to make. One thing is, hands down, we all have to accept that democracy will be in danger if illegal immigrant voters are allowed to vote. Simple. I put my point hands down. If illegal immigrant voters are allowed to vote, democracy will be in danger. So are these people for it or against it? I want to ask one question. Now, second thing I want to ask Priyanka ji is, if अगर वो लोग कुछ schemes announce करते हैं तो वो बहुत बढ़िया है, and दूसरे parties announce करते हैं तो वो तो that is like bribing. I don't understand the logic at all. And again, Arnab ji, vote chori ये जो बार बार बोलने की कोशिश कर रहा है ना कांग्रेस एंड द अदर पार्टीज. 1 minute, let me complete my point, please.
You bribe people. You give undue advantage to favored corporate houses. You don't care about the common जनता.
Right. If you announce schemes, that is not bribing. If we announce schemes for the betterment and improving the standard of living of people, that is bribing.
जनता को बिल्कुल गरीब और अनपढ़ रखना चाहते हैं ये. You do not. You should spend 7% according to
Priyanka ji, hypocrisy at its peak.
You want the electorate to rest.
The announced schemes, you have a problem with it. ये कहाँ की नीति है?
हमने कहा होली दिवाली पे फ्री सिलेंडर मिलेगा दिल्ली में. हम भूल गए प्रॉमिस.
Jyotsna.
अभी अर्नब जी ने बोला है. 1 minute, Priyanka ji, let me complete my point also. Because vote chori, whatever the thing they are talking about, Arnab ji, there is a by-election that's happening in Telangana where Congress is contesting. Their own candidate, Mr. Naveen Yadav, was seen literally giving away the voter slips. Literally, voter cards भी दे रहा था.
Is that true, Priyanka? Respond.
अक्टूबर को इतनी सारी स्कीम अनाउंस करते हैं आप चोर लोग और 6 अक्टूबर को फिर चुनाव अनाउंस कर देते हैं आप. लोगों को दिखता नहीं, समझ नहीं आता. 65 लाख लोगों के नाम काट दिए. सुप्रीम कोर्ट की फटकार के बाद 3.6 आ गए. शर्म नहीं आती आपको? कहाँ गए?
Hold on, Priyanka.
If you don't believe the election process, don't participate in the election. No, you can't have it both ways. On a daily basis, you work hard to try to make people in the country believe that the electoral process is failing them. That's your single point of view.
Priyanka ji, you are the in charge for Telangana. What is your party's stand of vote chori of Congress in Telangana? Tell me that. You are the in charge of AAP in Telangana. If I'm not wrong.
I have told you, vote
Priyanka, louder.
I'm not with Congress on that. Congress भी चोर है, आप उससे बड़े चोर हैं. Congress चोर है और आप उससे बड़े चोर हैं.
Tuin is on the debate, 2 versus 2 on the same note. Tuin, the point is we are heading towards a situation where people are asking that if should this alliance lose, they will then say we will go on a national campaign, on vote chori. Every time they win the election, they say we forget all this. You can't look the other way to him.
Right now, Arnab, right now the issue is ticket chori. If you look at it, most of the candidates of RJD Congress alliance, most of the seats have been given to the highest bidder. There are so many Dalit candidates who have not got the ticket and who are making these allegations that they asked for 3 crores.
Come on, Pankaj, respond.
Let me make it very clear. Right now, the issue in Bihar, the only issue in Bihar is ticket chori by RJD Congress Alliance. And number two, please don't, I saw you were daring the Aam Aadmi Party to not contest elections. Please don't dare them, because any which way, after their loss in the assembly elections in Punjab,
what happened in Bihar?
Aam Aadmi Party will be wound up. Aam Aadmi Party will not be in politics after 2027 defeat in Punjab.
Nationwide SIR conducted under the same requirements which were used in Bihar would replicate the same risks of exclusion. It will not be possible door-to-door verification and physical checks by local booth level officers within these 3-4 months. Would it be feasible to
we have
publish exclusion data
from Ludhiana,
SIR today stands for security. SIR today stands for security.
On the line, callers are on. Sunil from Ludhiana. Sunil, is it yes SIR or no SIR for you?
Sir, is must for India. You cannot ignore this. Election Commission do its job. Similarly, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जिस तरीके से वोट फाइनल कर रहा है, उसी तरीके से जब भी किसी को कोई जॉब देता है, वही पेपर चेक करके उसको जॉब दे. जब इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स को जॉब ही नहीं मिलेगा तो ये खुद ही भाग जाएंगे.
Super, Pankaj, you heard that, Pankaj. You heard that.
I heard that, but nobody is hearing me. I was also speaking, but then you put my feather down.
No, but you were speaking over him at that time. And for me, the viewer is always right.
Court had to intervene. ECI provided no consolidated list of the excluded and no meaningful prior notice.
File an affidavit.
Individual
File an affidavit. Ishkaran.
These particulars. This was the situation in Bihar.
File an affidavit. Take the legal process.
Conducted under the
Go the legal route. Don't make up stories. Go legal. Fight them legally. Win in the court. Stop the election if you can. That's my advice to you. Ishkaran.
Arnab, just one line. This clear and present danger emanates from this entire strategy of Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. Be it Waqf Fact, how are you the owner? Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. Be it how are you in India legally? Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. Be it why should you be allowed to vote in India? Kagaz nahi dikhayenge. For nothing they want to go to court of law. Please don't interrupt you. This entire strategy which they spoke.
He has not disclosed why more than 3.5 lakh names were removed. When the draft and final rules.
Democracy. Please don't interrupt, because you brought this Kagaz nahi dikhayenge narrative.
You are interrupting the whole democracy, the entire democratic system.
Okay, now I have Gangadhar from Bengaluru. Gangadhar, yes sir or no sir for you?
Good evening, Your Honor.
Good evening.
Yeah. See, first of all, we should understand India is the largest democracy in the world. And democracy is based on the fair elections. And how you just understand how the number of voters have increased over the year to year. And we have been, all the political parties are playing the game of increasing the voters in their states. What is the intention? They just wanted to grab the power.
The intention is inorganic growth of the population through systematic infiltration, Gangadhar.
Yes.
Infiltration, Gangadhar. Infiltration. We must fight it together. Okay, Gangadhar, thanks very much. I have breaking news coming in, ladies and gentlemen. It seems to be a thumbs up towards a strong movement for an Indo-US nuke deal, because I haven't seen a categorical comment as the one which has just come in from Piyush Goyal. Let's hear him. Let's hear what he said first. Let's hear him. Play the bite.
Negotiation.
We are in dialogue with the United States of America. Our teams are engaged. We recently had the Commerce Secretary visit the US, and he met with his counterparts. We continue to engage with them, and talks are progressing. We hope to work towards a fair
ongoing US-India trade negotiations. So would you like to tell us something about the ongoing US-India trade negotiations?
We are in dialogue with the United States of America. Our teams are engaged. We recently had the Commerce Secretary visit the US and he met with his counterparts. We continue to engage with them and talks are progressing. We hope to work towards a fair and equitable agreement.
We hope to work towards a fair and equitable agreement, hedging its bets or moving a little bit towards a possible, at least a halfway mark on a deal. Abhishek.
Well, yes, Arnab. So I would rather go by the Commerce Minister's body language. It was sort of very reassuring, and it seems that Piyush Goyal knows something more than what we already know. But I can tell you what I know, for example, from the recent round of talks, the fifth one that happened between India and the United States in Washington, D.C., which is that substantial ground has been covered between the last round and this one, and that our side is actually excited that if things really work out the manner in which they have planned, then by the end of November, that's about a month from now, India could be coming back to about 15% tariffs, and that's going to be a big one. There are parallel developments taking place. For example, India realigning its oil purchases, and we have put in a request to the Americans themselves and to Canadians that if you can replace whatever oil requirements that we have we have been purchasing from Russia, why not? Let's talk about it. So I think substantial ground has been covered, and that's getting reflected.
I thought he was being a little cautious, though. Sometimes what happens in news, Abhishek, the words sound stronger, read stronger, but when they are heard, they seem different. I would say it sounds like a bigger headline when you say we are hopeful of a deal in the near future. It looks like it's happening tomorrow. However, when I saw the body language, I thought he was very restrained. He was very pulling back. He was not committing on it because I think he is fully aware that there are political processes here. It's not just trade this time. There are demands being made. There was talk of a halfway house, a part deal, a half deal. I would read it by saying that all is not lost. Things are on track, but it's not as if they've been accelerated yet. Well, thanks, Abhishek, for that breaking news input. When I am back tonight, why I think, and we must admit, that positioning Tejasvi as the chief ministerial face, even if some people are saying the India alliance is not looking good, may not win the Bihar elections, positioning Tejasvi is not a bad idea. Only politically speaking, don't get me wrong there, politically speaking, it's a smart move. I'll tell you why when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
थोड़े में ज़्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
दादी के हाथों का जादू और खुशबू से महकता घर, माँ की मुस्कुराहट और खाने की सुगंध। MDH गरम मसाला,
क्योंकि हर रिश्ता है स्वाद से जुड़ा।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, with you always.
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में एक हाइकिंग स्टिक भी बन सकती है।
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार। MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता, उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ।
कि सभी महागठबंधन के साथियों ने मुझ पर पुनः भरोसा जताया है, और उन सभी लोगों से ज़रूर कहना चाहेंगे कि जो उम्मीद, जो विश्वास आप लोगों ने हम पे जताया है, उस उम्मीद पर हम ज़रूर खरे उतरेंगे।
Powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho befikar.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
अब छोलिया हो या लोबिया, सफेद चने या काले चने,
सब कुछ मजेदार बने।
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you, where every piece speaks of legacy, from diamonds that celebrate ambition to festive gold that honors tradition. LD Sons.
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
मुस्कुराए लड़खड़ाए जिंदगी, चाहे जो भी हो।
सर, पेशेंट के लिए कौन सा रूम प्रेफर करेंगे आप?
जिंदगी भर के प्यार का कोई रेट कार्ड नहीं होता। टाटा AIG हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस, विद यू लाइक फैमिली, विद यू ऑलवेज।
MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल। ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े। क्या निराला MDH मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. And 13 days before the first phase of elections, just 13 days, Mahagathbandhan in Bihar has announced that Tejasvi Yadav will be their chief ministerial face. So that's the first big headline tonight and the first big graphics on my screen. You have Tejasvi Yadav as the chief ministerial candidate. No ambiguity, no doubts. This makes it Nitish versus Tejasvi. So far it was NDA versus Mahagathbandhan, and in between there was Prashant Kishore's situation was getting muddled. Now you have a chief ministerial face. And then you have a direct fight, at least a presumed fight in the minds of the people between Tejasvi and Nitish. Now Tejasvi is terribly young as far as Indian politicians go. He's just 35 years old. 35 years old. Nitish is about 74, 75 years old. Tejasvi started his political career now. Nitish is late into his political career. Questions will be asked on both, but I think it's interesting that it's a personality battle now. Problem with Tejasvi is he's not made it clear what his position are on clear, simple issues. what is his view on mafia? What is Tejasvi's view, beyond being 34-year-old and Gen Z and all that? What is his view on fielding Osama? What is his view on supporting the mafia in politics? Second question, does he agree or disagree that the promise of 2 crore jobs, which I said yesterday, you'd require 60 lakh crore rupees for, it's not feasible. So why make promises that you cannot deliver? Thirdly, what about Jungle Raj? He's not made his position on that clear on that. Rabri Devi, you know what she used to say? She used to say, yes, there is Jungle Raj in Bihar. I'm proud of it. There is Jungle Raj and there is only one lion in the jungle, and that is Lalu Prasad. So they accepted Jungle Raj because it worked for them. What is Tejasvi's position on what Lalu said? What is this IT? Do computers give milk? जो कंप्यूटर है वो दूध देती है क्या? This was the kind of logic he had. Now, I have not seen anything which convinces me that Tejasvi has moved away from the Lalu legacy. But the problem also is with the NDA. Where is Nitish? Why is the NDA not announcing Nitish as a chief ministerial face? What's the problem, Mr. Nadda? What's the problem, Mr. Amit Shah? What's the problem, Prime Minister Modi? If he is your chief ministerial face, have a press conference tomorrow, announce him. Why shy away from that? Is it true that the BJP is underconfident about Nitish, that he's not at the peak? Every day there are bridge collapses. 20,000 schools don't have electricity. 76,000 schools don't have computers. Dropout rates are the highest. So there are questions on both sides. But I'm delighted to introduce right at the start of the debate this evening that I have the person who has been announced as the Deputy Chief Ministerial face in Bihar by the Mahagathbandhan Alliance. His party is contesting on 15 seats, ladies and gentlemen. Born in 1981 to a fisherman family, Mukesh Sahani, a young leader, just 43, 44 years old, opts for the nickname Son of Malla. In 2018, he announces a party called the VIP Party, the Vikasshil Insan Party, to champion Nishad Malla rights. And this comprises 12%, 12% vote jo hai, Bihar ke is from this community. He has done grassroots work and he's got a loyal vote base. And that's why Tejasvi is the chief ministerial candidate and Mukesh Sahani ji is the deputy chief minister candidate. Mukesh Sahani ji, बहुत आपको बधाई हो कि आपको आज महागठबंधन ने डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर कैंडिडेट घोषित किया है. पहले तो रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क हम सब की ओर से बहुत बधाई.
बहुत धन्यवाद आपको जी, धन्यवाद आपको जी अर्नब जी.
मुकेश जी, वैसे क्या होती है, पार्टीज और जो अलायंसेस तो भी कभी अपना नाम घोषित नहीं करती और बीजेपी कहती है हम तो वी आर फाइटिंग अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ नरेंद्र मोदी. उन्होंने नीतीश कुमार का नाम अभी तक घोषित नहीं किया है. तो ये स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है कि तेजस्वी को सीएम और मुकेश साहनी को डेप्यूटी सीएम? इसके पीछे राजनीतिक सोच क्या है? व्हाट इज द पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रैटेजी?
देखिए, ये तो क्योंकि आज हम संघर्ष करके इस मुकाम तक पहुंचे हैं और एक हमारा बड़ा वोट बैंक है जो हमें चाहते हैं और हमारे वोट बैंक का यही है कि हम सरकार में आए और हमारा नेता सरकार में उसका भागीदारी क्या हो. ये पब्लिक डिमांड था, हमारे कार्यकर्ता का डिमांड था कि इस सरकार में वीआईपी पार्टी का भागीदारी क्या हो. तो भागीदारी सुनिश्चित हुआ कि सरकार बनने के बाद एक अति पिछड़ा समाज से जिन कर्पूरी ठाकुर जी के विचार को लेकर चलता हो, इस समाज से जो अपने दम पर संघर्ष करके इस मुकाम तक पहुंचा है, तो सरकार में हमारी भागीदारी डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर को होंगे और जो हमारे युवा नेता है तेजस्वी प्रसाद यादव जी, उनके नेतृत्व में पूरा महागठबंधन है तो सीएम फेस है और यहाँ पे हम लोग युवा हैं तो आगे बढ़ के सरकार बनाना है. और रहा नीतीश कुमार जी के इधर, तो एक कुछ समय पहले चाहे वो 2010 का चुनाव हो या 2015 का चुनाव हो या 2020 का चुनाव हो, उस समय में नीतीश जी के फेस पे चुनाव हुआ और सभी नेता, उसके सहयोगी, गठबंधन, सभी लोगों ने उनका नाम का घोषणा किया क्योंकि उस समय
इस बार तो नहीं हुई अभी तक.
उनके नाम पे बिहार में वोट इस बार नहीं हुआ. तो ये तो वही बताएंगे कि क्यों नहीं किए. सिर्फ वो कह रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की नीतीश जी के चेहरे पे चुनाव लड़ेंगे। ये बात तो उन्होंने महाराष्ट्र में भी कहा था कि हम शिंदे जी के फेस पे चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं, लेकिन बहुमत आने के बाद शिंदे को साइड करके और फडणवीस जी को ले आया। तो बिहार में भी उनको पता है कि नीतीश जी जो है अस्वस्थ हो चुके हैं, वो स्वस्थ नहीं है और उनको मालूम है कि ऐसे जगह पे
अस्वस्थ का मतलब क्या, आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं?
सरकार जो है खतरे में।
आपने कहा वो अस्वस्थ हो चुके हैं, जरा इस पर
जी हाँ, नहीं देखिए आप अभी भी आप देखिए, कल भी औराई में जनसभा हुआ था, किस तरीके से नीतीश कुमार जी के हाथ को पकड़ा गया, उनके कार्यकारिणी अध्यक्ष, उनको रोका गया बार बार, फिर भी उन्होंने उठा के एक महिला को गले में माला डाल देना। तो ये और किस तरीके से समय समय पर इंटरव्यू देना, कुछ बात ऐसे बोल देना जिससे राज्य में और देश में लोग असहज हो जाना, ठीक है। और ये कोई गलत नहीं है, ऐसे उम्र में जिस मुकाम पे, जिस उम्र पे वो पहुँचे, वैसे उम्र में हम भी आएंगे तो मेरे साथ भी ये चीज़ें दिक्कत हो सकती है। तो मेरा तो यही है कि नीतीश जी को हम लोग हमेशा आदरणीय माने हैं, पूजनीय माने हैं। हम तो उनके स्वास्थ्य को कामना हमेशा करते रहेंगे और हम तो उनके परिवार से, उनके
मगर आप कह रहे हैं कि ये अस्वस्थ है,
सही से स्वास्थ्य
ये अस्वस्थ है, ये आपकी मतलब जानकारी है कि आपकी गेस है कि आप ऐसे ही राजनीतिक तौर से इस बात को बोल रहे हैं? क्योंकि किसी के बारे में ऐसे कहना, इसके
मुझे जानकारी है अच्छी,
क्या
अच्छी तरीके से मुझे अच्छी तरीके से जानकारी है। जैसे आपने हमें बुलाया, निमंत्रण दिया, 7 बजे हमें पता चला कि आपके साथ हमें लाइव आना है तो हम आ गए। यही है बात। अब नीतीश जी को भी आप लाइव में ले आइए तो हम मान लेंगे कि वो अस्वस्थ नहीं है।
मतलब आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं?
आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
वो लाइव आजकल टेलीविजन पर आते नहीं है, आप कह रहे हैं मीडिया को अवॉइड कर रहे हैं आप, मतलब आपका इशारा किस तरफ है मुकेश जी, जरा और?
हाँ, प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस पहले नीतीश जी थे जो मीडिया को एड्रेस करते थे बार बार। मुझे याद है 2022 में जब हम मोदी जी से मिलने के लिए, जब हम लोग गए थे बिहार में विशेष राज्य का दर्जा के लेकर और जाति आधारित गणना करने के लिए, वहाँ पे मुझे याद है कि तेजस्वी जी ने मीडिया को बाइट देने लगा तो पूरा मीडिया में तेजस्वी जी छाने लगे। तो नीतीश जी वहाँ पर रुक कर 2 घंटा रुक कर एक मीडिया को, एक लोगों को उन्होंने इंटरव्यू दिया था, क्योंकि बिकॉज टीवी पे तेजस्वी ना चले, सिर्फ मैं चलूँ। तो ये एक समय मैंने देखा कि नीतीश जी इस तरीके से काम करते थे। आज आप देखिए तो मीडिया से दूर हो चुका है। और देखिए ऐसे जगह पे हम भी आएंगे, इस उम्र में 75 की उम्र में हम आएंगे तो मेरे साथ भी ये हो सकता है। तबीयत किसी का भी स्वस्थ और अस्वस्थ तो कभी किसी का भी हो सकता है। तो ये कोई हम उनके ऊपर ये नहीं लगा रहे, हम तो उनका स्वास्थ्य का कामना करते कि वो हमेशा स्वस्थ रहे।
मुकेश सहनी जी, दोबारा बात आपकी करते हैं वीआईपी की। 2020 में आप बीजेपी के साथ थे, इस बार आप नहीं है। अभी जब आपसे अर्नब ने पूछा तो आपने कहा देखिए महाराष्ट्र में क्या हो गया, तो क्या यही डर है? आपने कहा कि कार्यकर्ता ने सोचा या मुकेश सहनी ने सोचा? और मुकेश सहनी ने इसलिए सोचा क्योंकि आज जो पत्रकार वार्ता भी आपकी 45-50 मिनट लेट हो गई मुकेश जी, क्या वो इसलिए हुई कि आप अड़ गए थे कि डिप्टी सीएम चाहिए? कांग्रेस जो आपसे बड़ी पार्टी, आपके पास जैसे कहा जाता है आपके पास मल्लाह का बेटा, आपके पास 2.5% प्लस 3.5%, बहुत ज्यादा जाऊंगा तो 7% वोट है। कांग्रेस के पास आपसे ज्यादा है, लेकिन तेजस्वी ने आपका नाम अशोक गहलोत के मुंह से कहलवाया। तो क्या यह डील ब्रेकर था कि मेरे को डिप्टी सीएम बनाओ? और क्या बीजेपी आपको नहीं बना रही थी, इसीलिए आप आज महागठबंधन में हैं? 2020 में आप बीजेपी के साथ?
देखिए, नहीं ऐसी बात नहीं है। देखिए हमारी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी 2018 में हमने बनाया, 19 में महागठबंधन के साथ हम देश में चुनाव लड़े थे 3 लोकसभा पे। 2020 में भी हमें चुनाव साथ में लड़ना था, लेकिन किसी कारण हमारे और तेजस्वी जी से झगड़ा होने के कारण हम गठबंधन तोड़े और हम एनडीए में आ गए। एनडीए में आने के बाद हमने उनके साथ गठबंधन करके चुनाव लड़ा और उसके बाद हमारे 4 विधायक बने और सरकार हमारे।
मगर बात यह है मुकेश जी, ऐश्वर्या के सवाल को आगे ले जाते हुए आप बड़े की फिगर हैं, आपके पास 15 सीट है, आप लड़ रहे हैं, उसमें 5 से 7% ईबीसी वोट्स आपके पास है। अगर नंबर जो ऐश्वर्या, अगर नंबर क्लोज हो जाए तो यह भी माना जा सकता है वापस जा सकते हैं एनडीए में,
अगर डिप्टी सीएम ऑफर,
अगर आपको वहां से डिप्टी सीएम ऑफर कल आ जाए और आप किंग मेकर बन जाए, आप अगर किंग मेकर बन जाए तो आप फिर जा सकते हैं।
मुझे वहां का कोई ऑफर नहीं चाहिए। वहां का पीएम का भी ऑफर दे तो मुझे उस पर भरोसा नहीं है। उन्होंने तो हमारे पिछले 2022 में 4 विधायक को खरीद लिया हमको सरकार से बाहर कर दिया। जो सरकार हमने बनाया था, जो सरकार हमने बनाया उस सरकार में से बाहर कर दिया, तो वो अजगर सांप है भारतीय जनता पार्टी। जिनके साथ रहते हैं उनका माफ करते हैं और उनको एक न एक दिन निगल जाते हैं, चाहे वो चिराग पासवान जी हो या महाराष्ट्र में शिवसेना हो। जितने भी उनके अलायंस पार्टनर हैं देश में, वो उनके साथ वही करते हैं, उनके साथ तो काम करते हैं, उनके साथ
आप उनको अजगर सांप कह रहे हैं। दिस इज अ वेरी मेजर स्टेटमेंट।
गलती
The deputy chief ministerial candidate of Bihar, Mukesh Sahni, is saying that the BJP is like a political python that swallows every other party which it joins hands with. आपने अजगर सांप कहा, ये आपके शब्द है।
हाँ, मेरे साथ उन्होंने किया है। मेरा 4 विधायक उन्होंने खा गया, हमारे 4 विधायक निगल गए, हमें वो सरकार से बाहर कर दिया जो सरकार हमने बनाया था। तो उनको हम क्या कह सकते? तो इसलिए उनके साथ कोई समझौता नहीं है। हम महागठबंधन के साथ मजबूती से है। नंबर कम हो,
अगर आप फ्रेंडली फाइट कर रहे हैं, आपकी पार्टी एक कैसी का महागठबंधन है, ये कैसी महागठबंधन है जो आरजेडी के खिलाफ ही लड़ रही है। 2 सीट है जहां पे आप आरजेडी के खिलाफ लड़े, बाबूगढ़ी में
एक, उसमें से आज
है ना, वहां पे और
आज
मुझे पता है चैनपुर में एक और फ्रेंडली फाइट है, पता नहीं आज अगर एक वापस लिया। मगर ये फ्रेंडली फाइट क्या कॉन्सेप्ट होता है?
कुछ होता नहीं।
मुकेश सहनी जी, व्हाट इज फ्रेंडली फाइट? फाइट इज फाइट।
नहीं, देखिए, हाँ, देखिए क्या होता है कि हमारे पास बहुत अच्छे कार्यकर्ता होते हैं जो 5 साल 8 साल 10 साल पार्टी के लिए काम करते हैं। तो हमारा कोशिश होता है कि उनको चुनाव हर हाल में लड़ाना, और ऐसे जगह पे सीट पे सहमति नहीं बनने के कारण वहाँ पे कैंडिडेट हम लोग दे देते हैं किसी कारण, और वहाँ पे फिर बाद में आज सहमति बना कि चैनपुर में वीआईपी पार्टी लड़ेंगे और बाबूबरी में आरजेडी लड़ेंगे। और वहाँ पे हमने बाबूबरी से हमारे कैंडिडेट जो है बिंदु गुलाब यादव, उन्होंने नॉमिनेशन जो है वो उन्होंने वापस ले लिया है। ठीक है, तो उसी तरीके से थोड़ा सा होता है, गठबंधन है तो कुछ सब पार्टी चाहेंगे कि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सीट लड़े। सब पार्टी का इच्छा होगा कि हमारे जो कोर वोटर है, जो हमारे सपोर्टर होते हैं,
डिप्टी सीएम दे दिया, अभी तो आप बाकी सारी जगह से भी हटा सकते हैं।
लिहाज में कहीं ऐसा हो जाता है। हाँ, वो भी हम लोग कोशिश कर रहे हैं, कई जगह आज भी हटाया गया है और आने वाला समय में भी हम लोग देखेंगे।
सिर्फ एक छोटा सा सवाल, आप आइडियोलॉजी के लिए आपकी कोई पॉलिटिकल आइडियोलॉजी है जिस वजह से आप तेजस्वी यादव के साथ, कांग्रेस के साथ हैं, या सिर्फ डिप्टी सीएम? क्लियर जवाब दीजिए मुकेश जी।
नहीं, निश्चित तौर पे
बिहार की जनता साफ समझती है।
देखिए, निश्चित तौर पे हम गरीब पिछड़ा समाज से आते, अत्यंत पिछड़े समाज से आते। हमको अगर कुर्सी पे बैठने का मौका अगर मिला है तो ये आदरणीय लालू प्रसाद यादव जी की वजह से मिला है। हम बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर जी को मानते हैं। अगर सर उठा के जी रहे हैं तो संविधान में हमको जगह मिला, इसलिए हम सर उठा के जी रहे। तो हमें ये विचारधारा के साथ हमें जाना रहता है। हम ऐसा नहीं चाहते हैं कि लोग हमें गुलाम बना के रखें। तो इसलिए हमारा क्लियर है कि लालू प्रसाद यादव जी के विचार के साथ हम खड़े हैं।
आपको तेजस्वी के साथ क्या फाइट हुई थी? आपकी डिसएग्रीमेंट क्या थी पहले?
सीट को लेके हुआ था 2020 में। हम जितना सीट चाह रहे थे और डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर उस समय में भी था, और वो अंतिम आवर में तक वो डिसीजन नहीं हो पाया, जिसके कारण हमने गठबंधन तोड़ के बाहर निकला। और फिर ऐसे सिचुएशन बना कि हम भाजपा के साथ हम काम करने लगे
जी। और नीतीश कुमार,
और इस बार ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। महागठबंधन एकदम हेल्दी है, स्वस्थ है और मजबूती से हम लोग एक साथ है।
आप तेजस्वी ने आज प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में आपने राहुल गांधी को साइडलाइन क्यों कर दी? क्या ये माना जाए कि कांग्रेस पार्टी की कोई रेलेवेंस नहीं है? राहुल गांधी का एक फोटो तक नहीं था आज पोस्टर में। क्या लायबिलिटी बन गया आपके लिए राहुल गांधी?
नहीं, देखिए अभी
नहीं, यही सवाल नहीं, देखिए नहीं है मुकेश जी, आप चीफ मिनिस्टरियल डेप्यूटी सीएम कैंडिडेट है, आपको इस पर खुलकर बोलना पड़ेगा। व्हाट इज द इशू? क्या आप कह रहे हैं राहुल गांधी को देख के कोई वोट नहीं देता?
नहीं, देखिए,
या देना चाहे वो भी नहीं देते।
ये इस तरीके से बोलने से हमारा गठबंधन में कोई दरार नहीं आने वाला है। राहुल गांधी जी हमारे इंडिया गठबंधन के सबसे बड़े लीडर हैं और उनके नेतृत्व में हम लोग देश में चुनाव लड़ते आए हैं और आगे भी लड़ेंगे। और रहा कि बिहार में चुनाव है तो यहाँ पे तेजस्वी जी के चेहरे पे चुनाव होना है, मुकेश सहनी के चेहरे पे चुनाव होना है, और कांग्रेस हमारे बड़े सहयोगी दल है और उनके ही जुबान से, चाहे वो तेजस्वी जी का नाम हो या मुकेश सहनी का नाम हो, वो कांग्रेस पार्टी के सीनियर नेता के द्वारा ही घोषणा की गई है। तो कांग्रेस पार्टी हमारे गठबंधन के सर्वोपरि बड़े से बड़े घटक दल है।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मुकेश सहनी जी, एंड थैंक यू वेरी मच। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। ऑल द बेस्ट। थैंक यू मुकेश सहनी जी, डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर candidate of Bihar. Very interesting face, isn't he? Pawan Verma, I see him there tonight. I see Satish K. Singh tonight. I see Sudhanshu Trivedi there tonight. I also see, ladies and gentlemen, Rakesh Ranjan of RJD tonight. RJD is very angry. And I see Satya Prakash Mishra tonight, Aishwarya Kapoor. I see all of them tonight. RJD is very angry. I see Vivek Kumar of Jan Swaraj Party tonight. RJD told us that you are pulling the faders of our spokespersons down. और अगर हमारे spokespersons के fader आप down करेंगे, हम आपके network को boycott करेंगे. अब मैं एक RJD को एक ही बात कहना चाहता हूँ, मैं औपचारिक तौर से formally कह रहा हूँ, कोई आपका fader down नहीं कर रहा है, मगर एक दूसरे की बात सुननी पड़ेगी. And if you listen to each other, Rakesh Ranjan जी, आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir, no.
Because I was told that RJD is saying हम fader down channel नहीं है, हम fader up करना चाहते हैं, मगर सबके fader up कर देंगे तो कोई किसी को सुन नहीं पाएगा. तो welcome to the debate शुरू करते हैं आज. सुधांशु त्रिवेदी versus Rakesh Ranjan. खुल जाए open debate tonight. Pawan Verma just coming to you in a minute. तो राकेश रंजन जी, सुधांशु त्रिवेदी on versus राहुल गांधी को इग्नोर क्यों किया आपने? एक फोटो तक नहीं था, एक्नॉलेजमेंट इतनी हो जाती. पहली बात. दूसरी बात, क्या यह पर्सनालिटी बैटल हो चुकी है बिटवीन तेजस्वी एंड नीतीश? राकेश रंजन, ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स प्लीज.
Well, Arnab, it is just your projections. The people know everything. Not even a single person of the India and single citizen of the India can ignore the Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is not a leader of Bihar only. It is the leader of the India now. So most of the people of the Bihar, be it all the depressed classes and the poor and the even suburban, they call them the leader. So I don't think you are saying Rahul Gandhi was ignored. Nobody can ignore. Not even a thing means even any alliance partner. Not even a single citizen of the Bihar can ignore the Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi is now the most popular leader of the India, not the Bihar. How can you say that Gathbandhan can ignore the Rahul Gandhi? Rahul Gandhi is our leader. Rahul Gandhi is our ally partner, and
let me tell you why. Because he's too busy making and learning Colombian coffee rather than campaigning in Bihar. That's why.
Is he in
because,
Colombia?
Oh, he was in Colombia and he came out openly and said that I am learning to make coffee, Colombian coffee. For him, making Colombian coffee is more important rather than campaigning and raising the issues of the people of Bihar.
Well, the question for Sudhanshu Trivedi is this. Sudhanshu Trivedi, are you totally on the back foot? Why don't you announce? The nation wants to know why the NDA has no chief ministerial face for Bihar. Isn't that the question?
Absolutely.
You have no deputy chief minister face, you have no chief minister face. You are humiliating Nitish by doing this.
First of all, I would like to make it very clear. This is a very peculiar election which is taking place right now, in which the coalition was unable to give a seat distribution. Second, unable to give the candidates, unable to put forth the common minimum program. But they have put forth the face of not only chief minister, but of the deputy chief minister also. Arnab, you are a very senior journalist of the country. Do you remember any state election if the deputy CM was also projected? Ask your research team to find out.
But is it wrong?
There would have been any.
Is it illegal?
Yes, of course.
Is it wrong?
What?
Is it illegal to have a deputy chief minister?
No, it's not wrong. I'm just saying it happens.
Why don't you announce Samrat Chaudhary as the deputy chief minister?
When you are unable to find out... Sir, let me complete the sentence, then you will be. When you are unable to have a proper coalition equation, you are unable to have a proper ticket distribution, you are unable to have the constituency distribution, still you are projecting the leadership, it means the fight in Mahagathbandhan is more about the leadership than about the organization, coalition and the concerns of the public.
What are you doing?
Yani jhagda hai public ke liye. Yes, Arnab, there is one election in which the deputies also projected. The president of the US and the vice president of the US. So it seems that in Mahagathbandhan is contesting the election of the United States of Bihar. So they are projecting the CM and deputy CM, but unable to project a coalition, the seats distribution and others. And second,
what's wrong with your making windows?
Inference of this.
No, Sudhanshu.
Pawan Verma and RJD on the right. Yeah, what's the problem? Aditi, make
second inference.
This is disturbing the flow of the program, producers.
Let me complete.
Just 1 minute. I'm getting Pawan Verma to respond to you. I'm keeping it fast. I'm keeping it fast. This is not the American election.
One sentence.
But no. But is there no leader from the BJP after the late Sushil Kumar Modi, who was the most prominent face in Bihar? He was former deputy chief minister, organizational player. His absence, there is no deputy chief ministerial face, there is no chief ministerial face. Leave the deputy CM face, Pawan Verma, into the debate. Leave the deputy chief ministerial face. Who is stopping you from announcing a chief ministerial face? Why not? Tejasvi is challenging you from a press conference. Pawan Verma is on the debate. Pawan Verma, this is going to be the hot issue tonight. Pawan Verma.
Thank you, Arnab. Essentially, look at the sheer helplessness of the people of Bihar. They have to make a choice. They have to make a choice between a ninth past Tejasvi Yadav, who is where he is, only because he's Lalu Yadav's son. It's a Parivarvad. He doesn't care for the Yadavs, he doesn't care for the Muslims. He cares for himself and his family. And on the other side, you have the deputy chief minister, who's Samrat Chaudhary, whose 10th fail. This is why the Jan Suraj becomes relevant, because it is asking the people of Bihar to finally try and get a moksha out of these two deplorable choices. Both the
deplorable
coalitions.
Did you call Tejasvi deplorable? Did you call Tejasvi deplorable?
I called Tejasvi deplorable, and I called Samrat Chaudhary deplorable, and the NDA has no face. And
but you worked with Nitish Kumar as his right-hand man. You are calling your ex-political boss deplorable. Are you calling Nitish deplorable? Are you, Pawan Verma, calling Nitish Kumar
very good question, and let me
deplorable?
Answer it. Very good question, and let me answer it. Very good question. Let me answer it. Nitish Kumar, till 2016 at least, because I have known him ever since, was a different Nitish Kumar than he is today. And the number of times he's done the flip-flops have reduced his own credibility. Today, unfortunately, he seems to be slightly unwell. That is why.
What slightly unwell? Why are you going on about slightly unwell? What do you mean by slightly unwell? What are you speculating about? Is this fair?
Shani just said on your debate right now.
I am saying to you, Arnab, please don't act as if you don't know. Nitish Kumar is not the Nitish Kumar of 2014, 15, 16. Everybody in Bihar knows it. A seasoned journalist like you know it. And a great injustice is being done to him. In 2020 it began. It was a conspiracy hatched by the BJP using Chirag Paswan as the Hanuman of Narendra Modi to only target the JDU, as a result of which it lost 38 seats, which went to the RJD, which almost won the election. This time the JDU has been reduced from 150 to 101. No longer the big brother. BJP and JDU are fighting 101 seats each. And the BJP refuses to say that the chief minister will be Nitish Kumar.
Pawan Verma ji, now I am telling you one important fact about Nitish Kumar ji.
Yeah,
he is
now
running
you tell
the
me.
campaign,
Now you tell
leading
me.
the campaign
What
and
is the
addressing to the
situation in
people of
both the
Bihar
coalitions?
and connecting to the people of Bihar. Very friendly, with all the confidence level. His confidence level is very high. Compared to 2020, he is leading the campaign, in such a
But he's not the chief ministerial face. No, 1 minute. Aishwarya, tell the gentleman to your right, is he the chief ministerial face? That's all I want to know. Ask him tonight, Aishwarya. Buttonhole him and ask him, is he the chief ministerial face? Is he the chief ministerial face? If he's so great, ask him, Aishwarya. If he's so magical, ask him, Aishwarya. Is he the chief ministerial face?
It is very clear.
Is he
that
ask
there
him,
is
ask
no
him,
vacancy
Aishwarya.
in Bihar.
Why is he not the chief ministerial candidate? It's out there. Either you or Sudhanshu
Coming
Trivedi
to see
answer
the
it.
chief ministerial face. Ask him, Aishwarya.
Nitish Kumar will be
Come
the
on,
CM,
Aishwarya.
and he's the face.
What do you
Is he
mean?
the face? Is he announced?
He is the chief
No, no.
ministerial
Has
candidate.
it been announced?
There is no vacancy.
Has it been announced?
There is no
Has it been announced? Sudhanshu Trivedi, has you announced?
He's not.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, have you announced it?
अभी जिनको खेदजनक कहा गया, शोचनीय कहा गया, अभी जिनको सत्य प्रकाश मिश्रा, listen to me. 1 minute, listen to me. 1 minute. शांत हो जाइए. अरे 1 मिनट गदाधारी भीम.
Other person has
Listen
been
to me.
projected other
सत्य
than
प्रकाश
Nitish
जी,
Kumar as the leader
सत्य
of the
प्रकाश
NDA
जी,
in Bihar.
राकेश.
I'm telling you here.
30 seconds now.
I'm telling you,
Okay, hold on, 30 seconds.
I asked you tonight. I asked Satish. Thank you.
Regarding his wellness, he is much more well than any other politician in Bihar.
Okay, point taken now.
He's been much better health than any politician in Bihar. But Rakesh Ranjan, he has been called your leader. Rakesh Ranjan ji, दो बातें. You have to respond now. Sudhanshu ji, I'm coming to you. Debate बहुत गर्म होने वाला है आज. पहली बात, जो आपके नेता तेजस्वी को डिप्लोरेबल कहा, डिप्लोरेबल को हिंदी में यानी कि खेदजनक, शोचनीय, बहुत खराब, अत्यंत बुरा. My Hindi is not good, but I presume these are the kind of synonyms for it. Now, खेदजनक. Now my question is, राकेश रंजन जी, सत्यप्रकाश मिश्रा जेडीयू के बैठे हुए इधर, बोले आपको क्या डाउट है नीतीश कुमार चीफ मिनिस्टरियल कैंडिडेट है? आपको डाउट क्यों है? वो कह रहे हैं आप में डाउट है इसलिए आपको नेम देना पड़ रहा है. दोनों बहुत एग्रेसिव स्पोक्स पर्सन है राकेश रंजन जी. आप दोनों सुधांशु त्रिवेदी और सत्यप्रकाश मिश्रा की जॉइंट अटैक को आप रिस्पॉन्ड कीजिए. यस.
Lies doesn't make the aggression, you know or no?
Lies?
It is not only Tejas Yadav. The whole people of the Bihar are asking, where is the Nitish Kumar? What he is doing? Whether he is conscious or unconscious? Who is running this government? Is it the Bhu Mafia or Balu Mafia or the Ram Mafia? What is the situation of the law and order? Is the same Nitish Kumar who was in 2005, 2015 and 2020? If his health is good, then why don't he is declared as the CM candidate of the NDA? They are not declaring because his health is not good. And it is not only the political and the other statement, it is due to his different activities, different statements. Even they are not capable to taking his